Hey all, welcome to our July 2023 live stream. And tonight, Kent, I know you've been looking forward to this. This is Booker's night.
Great idea.
Yeah, that was Trenton's idea, and we parlayed that. Ken, have you seen the video for today yet?
No.
You know you need to do that right after we're done with the live stream, because it was winner chicken dinner.
Oh no!
Right here. Thank you.
You starting to sweat, Trent?
I think it was rigged a little bit.
We actually had a Trenton versus Kurt for the video today where, Trenton's adjusting the microphone. He's getting ready to say something. But we had to actually, in a flight of 4, Rebecca picked all of the, bourbons.
One of our randoms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trenton said you could pick out one of whatever Bookers that I had over there, as long as it wasn't one of the little books. And then you could pick anything else that was bourbon, and it was around the same proof point.
Okay.
I nailed it.
Yeah.
You did. I mean, she picked an amazing flight. You got to watch the show. It was really good stuff.
I practically got one right.
You did. You picked he said Weller foolproof, and it was Buffalo Trace, so that's.
It was close.
I saw some comments saying, Trent, that you should get a half a point.
I should. But, I'm confident enough that I don't need handouts.
Oh,
We'll be fine.
here we go.
Wow.
Anyways, so that I'll get off my little grandstand there.
Well, you had to
that was
enjoy that for a minute.
That was my moment. With Trenton, it doesn't. I don't get that very often. I don't really come out the winter too often. So anyways, with Booker's, Trenton was planning this actually just for you for the most part, because he knows it's got a special place.
It does. I've talked about it a couple other times, but I have always drank whiskey, but it was typically Jack or Crown or, just something simple. And I still like them. But a couple Christmases in a row, my oldest Daniel and his girlfriend Kaylee, one of them was a Booker's. And that was actually the very first one they bought me. They said, I don't know, we just picked this. The box looked cool. He didn't know what he was getting.
Probably not, right?
And I'm like, man, this is great. Which the older Bookers were phenomenal.
Yeah, Kent found a honey hole, a honey bottle at one of our local.
It's gone now.
Local bars. He took me for a pour or so there, but he had most of the pours out of that bottle. What did you say that one was that year?
It was 2014. I don't remember the exact which one.
Yeah.
But I went in one day and I'm like, man, that looks like an older label. And had him get it down, and I said, how much for a pour of this? And said $7. I'm like, I will take a double. I went back once every couple weeks for another double.
It sounds just like you.
I don't have to eat an onion, right?
No, dude, you got that right.
That's what I thought.
You have to eat it anyway.
Somebody asked if I had to eat an onion, but
that's part of
the birthday gal wanted to say something.
Yeah, lots of.
I just wanted to say thank you. There's tons of comments pouring in, wishing me a happy birthday. So I just wanted to say thank you in advance.
Yes.
And Matt
Birthday
Fishman. Happy birthday, $20 from Old Fishy.
Oh.
It's a pretty exciting day because she's joining the old crowd in this show.
What?
So
I wasn't gonna say that. Well, that's for sure.
I'm not staying here tonight. That's what I said.
I think you can see yourself out right now.
Oh my goodness.
Carrie might make you sleep on the couch for that one.
Well, and two, I will say I had a different plan for this blind.
Okay.
I had another bottle that I got word today from UPS that it was damaged in shipping. And that was going to be...
Is that why it didn't get here on time? Because you said you had something coming, but you didn't know if it was going to get here.
It got damaged in shipping. I don't know what's going to happen now, but it was the
crown jewel?
It was the crown jewel, and it is not in the blind because of some shipping damage. I have to assume it's probably like a heat, like cork popped or something because of the heat or something.
It's so hot,
But it was a bummer. But I improvised. I will say it's all Bookers. I didn't throw in a...
You know what?
Something weird.
I can usually tell. Now, Trenton's mom is she's the definitive answer. She knows right away if Trenton's lying or not lying because she just knows. I'm okay at it, but his mom is like, she knows right away. But I could tell, because I know Trent, he's always got something up his sleeve with these things because he sits there and he's got that smirk on his face and he's, wringing his hands.
He tries to mess with us too.
He tries to mess with you.
We'll say something on a tasting and he'll go, like, we really messed it up.
He does. But he did tell me when I asked just a few simple questions. I did ask, and we got something in there. It's not Bookers. He said, no, these is all Bookers. So he answered so quickly he didn't have time to think, and I didn't see that hesitation. So I think he's telling the truth there.
He's truthful this time.
So at least I know that it's all bookers, and there's a few things that I wouldn't be surprised what's in this lineup, and the Apprentice batch is probably one of them because I wasn't a huge fan of the Apprentice batch.
I haven't tried
the
that
video, so I'm sure he put that in there because if I pick it like number 2 or something, he is going to have a heyday with that. I'm sure.
Well, we'll see. Well, after I don't know what I put in the last blind that you guys picked out pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little embarrassed after that, so I thought I would skip this one and not pull any funny business.
Yeah, I forget what that was, but
it was. I think I put Heaven Hill in something, but it didn't go well.
Well, Booker's is pretty definitive taste profile too, so that'd be kind of hard for you to come up with something that,
Well,
I should have just stopped.
Don't speak too quick.
I'd like to.
Should've
I do know I'd like to go back to the days when they were $50-$55 and fantastic.
Is that what it was?
One
back
after
then?
another. They were like $52.
Kent's been enjoying bourbon for a lot, many more years than I have personally.
But yeah, for a long time they were $52, and I could find them all the time. Wow. And I'm telling you, every one of them were phenomenal.
And I think when we started buying them, Trent, they were like $80, weren't they, or something like that? When we
The
started.
first ones I ever saw were the Boston batch. I think that was 2019 was when I first saw them, and they were 70.
Yeah, it's like 69.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
so
that,
it
yeah.
was something like that. But
All right.
a couple comments are saying Mom should give us a birthday gift and get on the camera for a quick wave. And
Well, I tried to
hello.
talk to her.
Yeah.
Let's just get right to
No,
it here.
if people want to see me, they have to come to a meet and greet.
Well, yeah, she's been to many meet and greets with us, that's for sure. So that's pretty cool. Let me just start out by saying that, almost 15 years ago in October, we'll be married 15 years. And together, how many years, honey? About 20?
20.
Yeah, about 20 years. So I have to say those have been the best years of my life without question. Without hesitation. She's amazing, really is. So, honey, I wish you the very best, happiest birthdays. I know you're 50, but my God, you still
Hey,
like
I'm
you're
not
25. What's that?
I still have a couple days.
Yeah, her actual birthday is actually Monday, guys, but we're celebrating tonight. So happy birthday, honey.
Oh. You do now. Squeak.
Well, he was probably. It's probably a good thing they didn't squeak for guys wearing headsets.
Everybody in the
wouldn't have
house,
been too happy.
everyone in the house had one. All right, real quick, Carol. We got a basement full tonight, and it's been a party, that's for sure. So, of course, my brother's here, and thank you for joining us tonight,
Absolutely.
Kent. We have our normal crew, of course, my wife Rebecca. Trenton is here doing his thing. Michelle's here trying to do her best to keep up with the chat as she always does. So thank you for that. Other than that, we have Mr. and Mrs. Old Tractor Garage, Matt and Katie. They are our winners of the golden ticket through our Patreon. We had, what was it? Which one? The Sagamore, right, Trent?
Sagamore.
We had 2 barrels of Sagamore, and we hid a golden ticket in one of the boxes. Trent and I were doing a lot of work with that, and we had no idea. We had no idea what box it was even in. No idea who it was. And how many days did it take us, honey? Because we kept thinking somebody's going to say they got it. And it was like we kept saying nobody even knows. Everybody's like, who got it? We don't even know yet, but Matt got it actually in his box, so that's pretty cool. And they chose to spend a night with us here at the live stream. So thank you for joining us, and it's an honor to have you here with us tonight. So thank you. The other guys, not so much an honor, but thanks for returning. Jay's back with us again. Sorry. Jay's back with us again. Kevin and Walker is here. Walker Gay. Thanks for making it this time, buddy. You done my heart good this time, buddy. You made it on up here. Fantastic. So that's everybody that's down here tonight. We've had all kinds of food. And do we have a cake?
Yeah.
We didn't get a cake, did we?
Well, I got crumble cookies.
Oh, we got crumble cookie.
And Katie made
Oh, yes.
cherry with a lime.
Yes. Oh,
with
yeah.
Lime.
Yeah. Some kind of cherry bars. And
Sauce. I knew that wasn't right.
that, I'm saving that till afterwards. That's for sure. If I
I
bought
did.
that.
I already had
Jay's checking that out right now.
Oh, it's
Jay and
gotta-
Kevin
it's gotta-
immediately went that way.
It's going to happen for sure for me, too.
They're from cherries from your tree,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Oh wow!
Oh, come on now. Seriously? Oh my goodness.
Now they're just showing off.
You know, cherry they made from cherries from their own tree.
That's
Wow.
cool.
I'm definitely
Respond
it's
to that.
it's got the texture where that'll be all up in here the whole time I'm doing this, so I'm waiting till right afterwards, but I'm definitely having something. That's for sure. So it looked great. Thank you for bringing that.
We have a bunch of. Thank you. Oh, seriously, I've been so excited for this. It's cherry lime. Oh, sorry, guys.
She got a little
I
sidetracked.
got really excited just now. We have quite a few donations to read. The first
go
one came in was from Don't Tread on Me, $5. It says TGIF. Cheers. Yes. Thank God it is Friday.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think we read Matt Fishman's. Thank you.
Yes.
So thanks again, Matt. Happy birthday to Rebecca, and thanks for keeping Kurt sane. Yes.
No doubt about that.
Lawnmower Detective, $20. Happy birthday, Mrs. SLB. Cheers. It's donut time. Rakula, $10. Happy birthday, Rebecca. Rod
Thank you.
Dorsey, $10. Happy birthday, Rebecca. Love watching the show.
Thank you.
Dorsey, is that like?
I don't know if that's
Paul's
Paul's,
brother?
Paul's
dad or
people?
somebody, but
Cool.
And then John Strickland, $5. Awesome. My birthday is July 31st. That's hilarious because that's exactly Rebecca's birthday. And they said, I'll be 42. We're leaving for Cabo San Lucas, Mexico in the morning. Happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy birthday.
Awesome.
Happy
That's
birthday.
awesome.
That's
Happy
pretty
birthday.
cool. Yeah.
Wish I was following you guys.
Right?
Yeah, no doubt, right? It's been a long time since I've been down in that area. Long time. Well, I'm pretty sure that Trent's trying to kill me tonight, Kent,
Put the
because
6 of them up there.
yeah, Rebecca walked out with 6 glasses, and I'm like, okay, Booker's 120, 130 proof. 6.
Don't worry, I'll hold you.
I might need it. Kent's just gonna get warmed up by the time this is over, but for me, I'm gonna have a hard time getting through this one. So I guess now's as good a time as any to get started with
Absolutely.
this. And I've got
I'm ready.
A is on your right, and it goes all the way to, what is that, F?
F. Yeah.
We never had an F up here, Trent. Never.
I don't think this is the first time we've done 6.
No, it's not.
It's not?
No.
We did Stag Junior with 6.
Get out of here.
Blanton's.
There was
Bland's
another
was
way
six.
out Bland's at my house.
Well, let me ask you, because that was a special thing, yeah. Let me ask you this question, because there was one time I had to have a piece of pizza on a live stream. Was that for the
I think
stag?
it was Stag Junior.
Am I-
I'll bet it is if you go back and look at it, because if there were 6 of those up here, you know. But I had 2 pieces before we started, so hopefully that'll help me out. I'm not sure. Hopefully I can get through this. So I guess, Kent, we'll go start
Yeah,
with A
I'm
and see
ready.
what we got going on. So this is
Can I see the legend? I forgot what
Trenton. This is Booker's. Oh, that's right. I already won that.
Wrong. Whoa. Cheap shot. I don't want to say I gave you that point because I felt bad, but I did.
I know. I know you went back on your gut feeling. You switched your answer. I'm not sure why you did
Stupid
that.
decision.
I don't know why. I think you want my honest opinion. I think you did that because you thought there's no way he's going to get it right, so it's got to be the other one.
Well, that might have been part of my thought
I
process.
think that was
but
it. I think it was it actually.
Definitely some vanilla in there.
Yeah, Actually, on the nose is a little bit softer than
It seems like
Then-
I wrote that easy nose because it just
Did you?
seems like a lot less proof than what I know it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a lot of bite to that nose. It's not that harsh on the palate either.
No, it's a little stingy. I mean, I had a new plan going into the night too, and I don't think it worked out because that was pretty hot on the palate for me. Ken had a pour or so or something like that before we started, you know, just to get the palate revved up and going. And I'm thinking to myself, if we're doing 6 Bookers, there's no way I can drink anything before we start. So I took some, I don't know, about 1.5 ounces of Benchmark Full Proof, and I did the sip and spit.
Did you see that, Trey?
no, I didn't.
I was laughing.
I figured maybe
You
that'd
saw him do
work.
it? I didn't see him do
Oh
it.
yeah, I was doing it up here, yeah, because I was like, I didn't know what else to do to try to get the palate rolling. You know what I mean? So I couldn't drink it because I'd be dead in the water up here. If that's the case.
While you guys are tasting,
Yeah.
I have a couple more to read. Benj Baird, I don't know if I read that right. $4 donation. There was no comment, but thank you. Jordan Warren, $50. Happy Friday from Jordan and Jason in Tennessee.
yeah.
Love you guys.
Thank you, Jordan.
And Jason in Tennessee.
Jordan
I
and
love you
Jason,
too.
yeah, thank you.
But
And then Don Morton.
I saw that.
$5.
Yeah,
Says Michelle, please sing for me.
You want to?
No.
You should.
I don't sing well.
You can't say no to Bottle and Bond Don.
I
You
know.
just can't.
I'm supposed to. Can you
I don't
guys
know.
help?
Hey, Bottle and Bond Don, have you missed any live stream?
I don't think so.
Because I don't think so. I
don't.
really don't think so.
You know who's actually a really good singer in this group, though? Kurt.
And Ken.
What's
And
the
Kent.
question? Wait, what?
Oh,
I missed that. I went from Bottle and Bond Don to singing. What are you talking about?
Because Bottle and Bond Don's giving us $5 and asking me to sing Happy Birthday to Rebecca.
Oh,
But I think,
of course. So here we go.
in spirit of true SLB family, we should all sing to Rebecca.
Well, what do they?
We
What do they
should,
call those people with
actually.
like the striped hats and like the?
Barbershop quartet.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. Who? Jay? Kevin?
Katie,
Matt?
Matt? Go on up there. Maybe that'll be like a how we end this thing.
Please don't put the spit glasses into the infinity bottle.
Not gonna happen. It's already in the sink back there. I promise you, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I don't think it worked very well, to be honest with you, because
If you thought that one was hot,
no, it
you're
wasn't
in
hot.
big trouble.
It wasn't hot. It
That was
just
a pretty mild
it was-
Booker's taste.
it was stinging a little bit. I will say that.
Yeah, that one I told Kurt. There's definitely some vanillas and caramels. And,
Yeah, I got a little.
Kurt-
I got a little root beer.
Yeah,
out of
Kurt
it.
made a comment of root beer. I see that, but the nose and palate for me is extreme. For a Booker's especially, is extremely light.
Yeah, it wasn't full flavor and rich. That's for sure.
No,
yeah,
it's-
it wasn't.
That's the first one still?
Yeah.
You guys on the second? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
First
getting
one.
ready for the second.
it
one. That
was
A-Train.
nothing terrible, just nothing that
No.
was in your face.
No, yeah.
Big flavors or anything.
right.
You know?
Yeah, so not bad, not great. Mm-hmm. Pretty good. It's all right. Right, Trent? That's all right. That's all right.
Root beer wasn't in the tasting notes on the website, so.
Probably not.
I don't know, man. Hey, you want me to go through your tasting notes and see how many are on the website?
That's where I get them from.
I'm sure you do.
Every tasting note I talk about is pulled directly from the distiller's website.
Okay.
There's a drastic difference between
Big time.
those two.
Yeah, this has got a lot of nice, rich aromas on this one here, Ken. It's almost kind of bright too, a little bit. Like it's got a little bit of. Go ahead, Michelle.
I have it already.
Ooh. That's real good.
Wow. Is that more like what you're used to?
Man.
That you know what that's similar to, Ken? Is that pour you had at the?
I know.
It's similar, not
But
quite,
a
not
little-
quite.
I think the pour, yes, it's definitely similar, but there's more, just a little more kick in the spice end of the flavors in
Yeah.
this one, I think. Mm-hmm. But man, that's solid as can be.
Yeah, that's a really nice,
Wow,
rich
is that good?
taste profile there.
I like that one. And Booker's all have, and even this one did a little bit, very little, but they all have a little bit of pepper kind of to them.
Without a doubt.
A little, similarities with all the Bookers.
Right.
It's just which flavors up front, were
Yeah.
front and center, how well rounded it is. That's all the
Yeah.
differences.
Yeah, most every Booker's I've ever had is pretty peppery, pretty spicy. Even at that proof point, that 120 area, it's still pretty spicy even for that, to me.
Man,
But that one there had a really nice. I'm trying to figure that out, Kent, because it's definitely got some brown sugar, a little bit of molasses.
that was dark. You said brown sugar, but molasses probably for me is closer to what I'm, or burnt brown sugar or something.
Yeah,
Something
it
darker.
gets
type
into
of
that
sweetness.
more. Yeah, you're right about that. That's even a better. That's a better tasty note, burnt brown sugar or caramelized brown sugar or
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah.
want to say. It's a tiny bit drying on the back end,
Man,
just a little
it's good.
bit, but I'm not complaining about that at all.
No.
That's really nice.
I'll just take this glass and go.
Yeah, just give him the bottle and we'll see.
Yeah, I'm good.
While you guys move
That
on,
was
Yeah.
very, very good.
Yeah, Go ahead, Michelle.
Well, you guys move on to your next one. I'm
Yeah.
going to read this comment. It's from Robert Mark Smith. He says, my fellow bourbon lovers, say a prayer for me. August 4th, I'm having a cancer spot removed from my colon. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Robert.
absolutely.
Yes, Robert
Yeah.
Mark Smith.
Yeah, Robert. But I'm gonna keep you in mind, and that's a promise.
Definitely.
So
Absolutely.
we're wishing you all the best.
Keep us updated, please, on how your
Yes.
procedure
Yeah,
goes.
there's no doubt, and that's a scary time in anybody's life, and we just want you to know that I promise you this: we'll be there for you, and we'll be thinking about you and praying for you for sure. See.
No. That one threw me off on the nose there a little bit.
See,
Yeah.
it's like a root, like a tree root somewhere. It's nasty.
A root?
I don't like it.
I need to know how you know what that tastes
I was
like.
going.
That's a me note. What are you talking about?
I don't know, buddy, but I'm not a big fan of the aromas.
Are you getting
anyways.
up to go try it?
I need to smell the root.
Oh.
What is that?
See, it's like a root.
It's way different than those two.
It's like
I'll
a
tell you
boiled root.
It kind of smells like asparagus.
Boiled
Like raw asparagus.
Asparagus?
It smells like asparagus.
from a can.
No, like a nice grilled
Yeah,
asparagus.
and nice. It's not nice, Trent.
It's earthy.
You know, if you think of asparagus, that's fine, but it sure isn't too nice. Let's put it that way. We'll see what it is.
Man. The weird that all three of these first three are totally different from each other in a Booker sort of way, if that makes sense. But man, all three totally different.
Not a fan. That's bitter.
Does it taste like a root on the palate?
It does. It tastes like a boiled root. It's bitter.
Why do you? Okay.
I have so many questions. Normally I can follow yours.
You know, I shouldn't say you know, it's kind of lending its way towards Corner Creek, Trenton. Honestly, you want to taste it?
Ouch.
Legitimately, it's kind of.
Sure.
It's kind of.
Can you repeat that for me, please?
Yeah, come on back here, honey. Let's get this real quick.
I think Rebecca
Yeah.
should try them all.
Yank her arm on
This is your weekend, babe. Come on now. Come on. Give Daddy a hug. Come on.
Good lord.
And he's only two in.
We're only two in, pal.
Three in. We're on the third one. Oh boy.
In front,
All I said was
in
a
front of
hug. I
our
don't know
guests.
what you
I'll
guys
apologize ahead of time for when he gets to number 6.
are. I wonder what you're talking about. That was pretty mild. I don't know.
It just smells like Booker's. Like kind of.
Nah, forget that. Let's taste it. Did you taste it? It just didn't hit me right. It just
I
did
don't
not hit me
smell
right.
root.
Trenton threw in the apprentice batch,
What's
according to
your
Danny Taylor.
opinion?
It's totally opposite of the first two, that's for sure. There's something completely different about it. And then going to the next one, it's right back to what the first two were.
You just tasted it. Whoa. Well, I didn't taste
awful.
it.
What?
If you like that, then
You just taste
if
it.
you like that, give her all the Corner Creeks you can
It's
find.
her.
Oh, she took it from me before I could taste. I'll taste
Oh,
It's all right.
I thought you did.
Well, it's her birthday, you know. She's getting crazy. Did a sip of.
Is the nose somewhere like around some kind of a like a real pungent tea to you possibly?
I could see a
And that's
tea
where I'm coming up with
background.
that because I don't
Yeah.
like tea at all either.
I could see that, like a black tea. Earthy.
Yeah, real earthy tea note. I should have said that instead of
That,
a boiled
yeah.
root.
Well,
but
I mean, that's
that's
kind
kind of
of.
what I'm at. But
yeah.
I'm not a tea fan either. I don't want to
Yeah,
be like
right.
Trenton. I don't. There's not 20 things I can list off that I don't like, but I do not drink coffee or tea. I don't like either one. Either one.
Okay, now there's
But-
a lot of comments saying that we need an SLB shirt. Give Daddy a hug.
And that's a fact.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I can always take. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I can always use a hug. You know, I'm giving hugs and I'm taking hugs.
Oh,
Matt, you and me hugging it up when we're done here.
When somebody's
I
irritated.
don't know. Matt's got a
I was
cowboy
gonna
boot
say
on.
that.
No.
My
Might
favorite
keep you away
thing-
from
Why do you
I don't
think
know.
I said Matt? If I said it to Jay, he'd be up here now hugging me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. Trent and I were actually going to say the same things. Go ahead.
I'm on the next one.
When Kurt
D?
sees somebody that's upset, he always goes, "That guy needs a hug."
Well, that's a
Yeah, if
fact.
someone's like grumpy or something.
Yeah, that's true though. They do.
Yeah.
Just do yourself a favor. See somebody on the street like that, don't say, "Come on, give Daddy a hug." It's not going to go well for you. I promise. I promise you.
It's not going to end well.
Have you ever seen somebody that looked like they needed a hug and then actually gave them a hug?
Oh
yeah.
yeah, sure, for sure.
Have you?
Yeah, we remember we were walking in Chicago, and that poor homeless lady was just screaming. She was on her knees and just, I don't know, she had some mental issues and stuff, and she was just very distraught. She was crying and literally screaming. You remember that? Huh?
I do remember that.
Yeah. I gave her a hug. She needed a hug.
Heck yeah.
She needed a hug. That's a fact.
Hugs rule, Don says.
Yeah,
They
all
sure
I
did.
told her is God loves you and so do I.
Aw.
You know, what can you say? She was hurting. She was in a bad way.
Hugs not drug, kid. Hugs not drugs, kids.
That's a fact.
Oh my God. Andrew Coleman.
This is like caramel and stuff. It's nice.
Andrew Coleman says, "Give Daddy a hug on the front of the shirt, and my mouth is juicy on the back."
Wow.
I got you on that one mid sip, didn't they?
Don't send this Booker's up my nose. That'll ruin the night.
Oh man, I'll tell you,
We're not even gonna repeat
some things
Oh, I
you,
have to.
Oh,
some
God,
things
no.
you say on camera just never go away.
Oh, and then somebody else says, on number 6, give Daddy a tug.
All right.
And we're back to Booker's. you had to read that, didn't you? Dude? Yeah, of course you did. Of course you
Can't
did.
not read that.
Of
Can't
course
not
you
read
did.
that. There shouldn't be any kids here, so we're fine.
It's true.
Get it for me. I'll wear it around the house.
The last one you said?
What is it?
Oh my
Do
God.
I want to know?
You should see
my
Trent's
God.
face right now.
This is going a bad direction already. He's just thinking about the high proof up here and getting
Yeah.
all crazy.
Yeah, that's all.
Several people said that they would buy that shirt. I don't know if they're talking about the first one or the last one.
Make them both.
Oh Lord.
And we're officially off the rails, says Barter
Yes,
Horde.
spiraling out of control, says Harry B.
Oh, Barter, I apologize to you, sir.
I love how things have deteriorated, Dennis Mahoney.
That was quick too.
Yeah.
Usually it's more towards the end.
We're not even 30 minutes in.
I'm nervous.
We've just gone
I know.
X-rated.
My virgin ears, says Don Morton.
Don, poor Don. I'm sorry, Don. Kent's been a bad influence on me today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep myself in pretty good check on your show, I would say. So that one's got a lot of mix of different sweet flavors in
There
it.
is, and you get that little bit of. There's a little bit of a oak note that's okay, not okay, that kind of
Yeah.
But the sweetness,
There's
you're
a,
right,
There's a
is
whole
dialed-
little mix
yeah,
of
is dialed in.
toffees and vanillas and
Yep.
that type of thing.
Yep, I agree with you on that.
Good
yeah.
blend of sweet
Yep, there
flavors.
is. There's just a little bit of oak there that I'm just not too sure about, but it didn't throw the sip off for me, so the sip was still nice. I'm just saying that I know that's splitting hairs, but I'm just trying to differentiate from what else we've tasted so far.
Yeah, when you got so many similar
yeah, yeah,
similar
Yeah.
pours, you gotta nitpick a little bit.
yep. You're right
figure
about
it
that. You guys.
Oh
Babe.
my god, this chat is too much.
Comments are hilarious.
And I never slice, says Trent's gonna end up with a little bourbon brother.
Come on, man.
Sorry, I had to.
Trent.
Ugh.
See what you started, bud?
I
Some things are better off left unsaid, that's all.
Anyway,
Back to
on to E.
Back to E. Now, to me, Kent, the aromas here in this glass is like legit Booker's for me. You know, it kind of screams Jim Beam and Booker's for me. I don't know if it does you or not, but it does for me.
Yeah. little more on that nutty
Yep.
type of flavor that
A little bit of nutty
You talk
profile,
about.
a little bit of caramel, a little bit of. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad your birthday only rolls around once a year. That's for sure.
Which one? I don't get it.
Because they're drinking Booker's, your baby brother.
Oh, good. No. Oh, I was looking at the one that said, where did it go?
Tugs,
Welcome
not
back to the Dungeon Basement Bar.
Oh.
No,
all right.
no. Just stop there.
I can't not read these aloud.
Yeah.
E.
Booker's bringing out the best of Kurt.
Even on the palate for me, that just screams Booker's to me.
Well, you're on track because that is a Booker's.
Yeah, I mean, you know, some of the other ones are
Does he
just.
get a
This one
point?
is like quintessential Booker's. You know, Jim Beam, quintessential Jim Beam, I guess you'd say, more than Booker's, right?
Yeah. Definitely more on that. That like I said, the peanut
Yeah.
All right, you ready for this one?
No,
Brace yourself.
not really.
Well, they're not drinking.
No, it's a good one.
Don't take a sip.
Oh, sure.
If we see a police report of a man smeared in Smuckers offering free hugs to people, we know who the main suspect is. It's like the greased up death
Tell you
guy.
what, they definitely have good memories. They're picking stuff from
Oh, they do.
each show,
I love
throwing
it.
them
They do.
together here.
Yeah, if it's with a sign saying free hugs.
Oh, that's James B. He's awesome. He's a patron.
I know.
He's hilarious.
Of course. Yeah, some things. Well, they clued me in when I went on Discord last night. I had no idea that if you go on Discord, they actually have a meme channel now.
It's hilarious.
I just found it out last night. I'm like, and they were telling me, "Have you seen the meme channel yet?" No. You know, I'm not that good at that stuff, anyways. But
So how late were you up with that? That's
Well-
that's something you can get taken care of. You know,
no,
you can just keep going and going.
I said goodnight like at 10:15 or 10 o'clock, I think. But for me, but so you should check that out, Kent, next time you have a chance, because that meme channel is like, it was all Trent and me doing stupid, silly faces. I didn't even know some of them we even did. I didn't even know, you know, some of yours is like the ones I've seen before, the typical, you know, that one. But the one with all the hands for me was super funny. It was like,
Oh yeah, when you were like,
they patched them all together somehow. I don't know how they did that. That
so
was
you know, a
pretty
show or two ago, when you said, "What are you flipping off all the people or what?" You know,
yeah,
remember that? It was probably a year ago. One of the shows, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Kurt!" So
funny. Was I doing it?
yeah. So I freeze framed it and sent it to him, and he's literally sitting like this.
I don't know. You know, Dad used to do that all the time.
I know he did.
Right? Remember?
He did.
Framed.
And I don't
Yeah.
know why he did that. It was just that way. But remember, his one wasn't it the finger was cut
Yeah,
off and
cut
put
off,
back
put
on,
back
and
on,
all,
a little crooked, yeah.
And Dad was always worried about what people see, kind of like Mom is too.
Yeah. Both
And
the
maybe
same.
that's why he always uses middle fingers and
Yeah.
stuff to point and whatnot. I'm not sure. But yeah, Dad was a tree trimmer way back in the day when he first started, and he went to grab out the big pruner, and he grabbed it from the wrong end, and the rope caught, and just
Yeah,
took that
nipped
finger
his
right
finger
off.
off.
They kind of sewed it back on, but it was poorly done back in that day.
It was on there.
It was
That's
on
all
there,
you can
but it was pretty wicked looking. It wasn't.
No.
correct. That's for sure. All right.
F.
F. I almost said it earlier, but I'm a little fearful to say it now. But if you have any questions for us, just let us know.
you're gonna open up a rough.
Memeville.
Yeah.
I have it on my notes. I was going to say at the beginning. I forgot. Oh well.
I have been really bad about reading the comments. I'm sorry.
You've been laughing too hard.
Yeah. All right.
This reminds me of A.
We have a $10 donation from Chris
Sweet caramel.
Angle.
I was thinking.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Really?
There's
Was
no
there a comment?
There's no comment.
Oh, Chris, you should have left a comment, buddy. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Eric Chappell, $5.
this is
Cheers from Virginia Beach. Sipping on Little Book while watching and sitting on the beach. Oh, Little Book on the beach sounds great.
It does.
First taste.
Eric, which little book do you have? Which
got
what do
it.
they call them? Chapters?
I think I like this
Yeah.
one a little better.
Yeah.
It's still good.
Which chapter you got?
I like
And
it.
then Benj Baird, $5. You pronounced it perfectly. Oh, that's the name I wasn't sure if I pronounced right. Ask the boys if I should have an Old Forester 1920, Sag Double Oak, or Rare Breed for my next pour.
All of them.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
Jim West, $20. Love the live streams. You guys do great work. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Jim.
thank you.
Dion Garad, I think. $1 donation. No
I'll make the
comment.
page.
Sorry.
Thank you, Dion.
Yeah, thanks,
I
Dion.
saw he left a little emoji thing. It was a little piece of cake.
Oh, maybe it didn't come up when I copied it. And then C. Clement, 76, $2. Trent Essential, he says.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
A is still so for me.
F is?
A.
Oh, A.
I
Yeah.
went back there just to check.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come up with two to eliminate.
John Morton wants to see you guys on there.
Yeah, we just got another Don Morton $5 request. Second and last request after singing. After the tasting, please have Mr. and Mrs. Tractor Garage. I love that that's your new last name. I think you should legally change it, just so you know. Anyways, he wants you guys to go on camera and wave hi, and then in parentheses it says, unless they don't want to, which is really kind and considerate. Thank you.
Mrs. Old Tractor Garage, Katie's like, no, no.
Mister's doesn't seem to mind either way.
Yeah.
Mrs. is joining the other Mrs. Krabs going, nope.
What if
Help me out.
Michelle and Mom and Katie?
Wow, no.
Great idea.
That's not
Where did that come from? Oh, Trent's in trouble.
Don't worry, Katie. They have your back on this one.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry.
Trust me, my wife wouldn't be getting up here either.
Yeah, Eric, thank you for the $2. I liked the chapter 6.
Yeah, he says he has Little Book Chapter 6 and
Yeah.
loves it.
I like 6.
I think that's the most. Is that the most recent one?
That was last year's.
Ooh, no, that one got a lot of mixed reviews. I think it was like the Applewood and like a couple different. I thought it was interesting.
That had the malt
I'm
and
trying to
stuff in
remember,
it
was
too.
Yeah.
You know, I would choose that over the
5 is probably like way up there for me. I like 5 a lot, but
okay.
I like 6. But it was the younger. It was younger
Yeah,
mix
definitely.
of things.
Definitely.
Probably iffy on the price.
But you know what? That the one that had all the different finishes with the wood finishes
Yeah,
and all that stuff
yeah.
too, Trent. Right? What I did appreciate is that they stepped out of their comfort zone, you know, and they really tried to do some unique things.
Yeah.
You know, and it did have some unique flavors. Just a little young. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sorry.
That's all right.
$5 from Chris Angle again says, SLB fam, I will be in Valpo August 8th through 16th. I would love to meet up, especially Kent. We played softball together back in 05 and 06.
Who is it?
Chris Angle.
Oh.
A-N-G-L-E. I think I'm saying it right.
Angle.
but-
No, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, he wants to meet up with you. Valpo August
okay.
8th through 16th.
All right.
Make it
Yeah.
Works for me.
Yeah, you don't have to talk Ken into it. He's
Right.
ready.
And then Matt Claren wants to know, Kent, what's your all-time favorite Bookers?
You know,
That's a hard question.
that is a hard question.
But I only have what I have here.
I honestly, and I'll have to give it to them to post or something. There's 2 of them because the one that Daniel and Kaylee bought me originally, I ended up buying 2 more of those.
Did you really?
I did. I went through
Okay.
3 of them,
All right.
and it was really good.
Okay.
And I'll have to get the exacts on that because I honestly don't remember. I still
Yeah.
have the bottle they gave me though, the first one. And then I'll have to get the exacts on the 2014 that I found.
That's the best one I've ever
It
tasted.
was
just on a batch release. I mean,
unreal.
I've got the 30th
It was unreal.
It's the 30th anniversary. Is that 25th, Trenton?
That's the 30th.
30th.
35th comes out next year.
Does it really now?
Yeah, I'm looking
Okay.
forward to it.
And unfortunately, it just has become higher price and not as consistent. Unfortunately,
Yeah. That
they're
is
still
true.
they're still not terrible. I wouldn't say any of them are terrible.
Yeah.
But when you're comparing what they are, they've gotten younger and not quite as consistent batch to batch.
Yep.
But the price keeps climbing.
Yep.
And I guess that's kind of what's going on with
Yeah, well, I
a
said-
lot of bottles out there, unfortunately. But
I said it in the video. I wouldn't really buy them if we didn't have the channel,
I tell you what, I have passed
unless I heard something was great.
consistently until I know for probably the last year and a half.
Really?
Just because I got bit a couple
Yeah.
times with
Yeah.
spending too much for something that wasn't good enough.
And there's a couple of them that I liked really well. I liked the Donahoe batch, which I think
Donahoe batch
was
was
20. Was that 2020, Trenton, or 2021?
I think it was 2003.
Okay. And I liked the Bardstown batch, which was after the
good.
Donahoe. Those are the two that I
What's,
remember that I liked.
I really, really like Country Ham.
That's it there. We've got that.
Really like that one. That was a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Trent. What was the name? Something biscuits.
Beaten biscuits.
Beaten
Yeah.
biscuits was pretty solid.
Names
Not as
are-
good as the ham, but
I agree.
pretty solid.
Yeah.
There's some good ones out there, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you that 14 Trenton. I told you about it. You never got there to try it.
Was that was in Martinis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never got there. Sorry, I drank it all.
Yeah, that's fine.
Kirk got one pour.
I got one for it.
Well, it's interesting because I was trying to look up like a ranking of all the bookers that have like come out since like 2015, and there's not really a ton of information. I would have expected like
You
some
can-
Booker's diehard fan to have all of them and
There's
to do
not.
like a list.
I mean,
but
you could
there's
find
not.
the whole list.
Yeah,
But just in order.
yeah.
So now, same place, Martinis, has they had 2 bottles when I went in there, and the 14 I drank up. And now I switched. They have a 2017 bottle up there that is pretty solid too. It's not as good as the 2014, but it's pretty solid, reasonably priced. For our local area, the owners of Martinis, Louis and Sophie, have been solid to me for a lot of years. They sponsored my softball teams.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot.
They and I think they have great food for the money.
Yeah.
But they also have a really good bottle of Booker's in there.
We should go back.
Yeah, we
Look at
should.
that now.
We have a couple donations to read.
All right.
Yeah, and a couple
And then we're
random
gonna
ones.
Kent and I are gonna try to think of what
Okay.
2 you're gonna eliminate.
All right.
Perfect. Larry Brady,
That's
$10. Larry's drinking Chattanooga Bottle and Bond tonight, plus a shot of Malort, and in parentheses says, "Don't ask."
Heck
Yeah.
yeah, I want to ask. Is that the barrel aged or just the regular Malort?
Getting fancy or no?
Yeah, Chattanooga bottle and bond is good. I like that one.
And then also says, "Happy birthday, Rebecca." Tommy Boy has a show idea for us.
Yep.
Best of each state. Find 4 or 5 bottles from distilleries in each state. So, not doing Kentucky for obvious reasons. And then rate them. Best 50 states compete in March Madness.
Well,
Oh, that's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
here's
It would take
here's the issue with that.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Maybe an issue, it may not, Trenton. If you want to expound further, you're more than welcome to.
We'll leave out the people.
Good idea.
Yeah. What?
Go ahead.
I
Finish
forgot kind of what it was.
Well, we met another channel in Kentucky, and it was just to get
Hanging out.
exactly. Had a quick cocktail at one of the bars down there in Kentucky, and,
Oh, I
and talked
forgot
for an
about
hour
that.
and
Whoops.
whatnot, and they mentioned to us about this idea and whatever. Then they said, "Wait a minute, that's our idea. Don't take our idea." And they had the same thing about the 50 states and trying to find the best bottle in 50 states. But if you notice, Trent, what was that? 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Year and a half ago, 2 years. That nothing's happened with that. So
Yeah.
it would take a lot of help from the folks out there to help us secure some of the bottles
Yeah.
in some of the states that we obviously wouldn't have. But
It'd be interesting. There is
I would love to do that though.
there is a website that lists all the distilleries in each state. So that we have that information. We would just have to find each one and kind of like they used to have those maps that you would find a quarter from each state and put it
Yeah.
in there. They need like a bourbon map,
Yeah.
We should
like
make
a bottle for each one. That'd be
we
kind of
should make like on a big wall shelves for each state
that'd be pretty
in
cool.
the shape of like the U.S.
That'd be pretty cool.
It makes sense in my mind, but I have no idea how to make it happen in real life.
Yeah.
Phil Spence, $20. Happy birthday, Mrs.
Hey,
SLB.
oh, hey, Phil.
Hi, Phil.
Phil
Wish
was
I
going to
could've
come tonight,
joined
but
you
he had a
all.
family emergency, so he couldn't
I hope
attend with us.
everything's okay.
Hopefully next month.
Connor Loftus wants to know, did you ever get your hands on the Booker's Charlie batch? That's what I'm sipping on tonight. Cheers.
I don't know if I've ever had that one myself.
Well, that's the one that I
Lots of-
lost. And I
Oh,
never
that's the
found
lost one.
Oh.
I've never had a sip of that one, so I couldn't tell you.
Wait, not the broken one. The one that.
No, I'll tell you guys what the one that
Okay.
was going to be here that got broken
Wait,
in transit.
You straight up lost the bottle?
I bought it. I
Yeah.
confirmed with Harry that I did buy it.
Yeah.
Is it
No,
in
I
my
didn't-
car? Because
Nope.
you have a bunch of random ones.
No.
Wow.
Just
Yeah, we were trying to do a
placed.
video, and he just couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So-
Couldn't find it. Never found it.
Is what it is, I guess, huh?
Maybe one day it'll surface.
So that's one I haven't had a taste of,
Maybe Johnny
unfortunately.
B took it.
I doubt it. For some reason, I kind of doubt it. So, for me, honey, if you want to write this down, you have your little piece of paper and your pen. Do you have a pen, honey? Oh, wait.
We're, I know we're in agreement on that one.
You're good?
Oh yeah, on that first one.
Oh, okay. You see. Okay, I see. All right, you ready? For me, the first one out's got to be C.
Yeah, I didn't know that's what you were gonna do. You could have surprised me, but I just assumed.
Yeah, I'm not
about
for that.
Ford?
I'm not for that one really. So that's going to be the
Yeah.
first one out for
Okay.
me. And
I was
that's for
kinda
you
having a
too.
little-
So for you
Yeah,
too.
that was
Okay.
for sure.
Oh,
Okay.
both of you?
Yep,
I'm,
both are
I'm
that.
struggling a little bit for the next one to go out.
Really?
Yeah, because you go through this,
Yeah.
and
it's true.
I got my scores and my notes, and I just tasted my bottom two, and I was like, man, that seemed better than the first time around. Now I started
did.
scratching my head.
And I know what
but
you're thinking because it does taste better than the first
does.
time around.
It does.
It does. Has more flavor.
But I'll say,
kind of caramely.
first time around, other than C, that's my lowest score for sure.
Me too.
Was A.
Me too.
But you know what? I'm going to go with my first instinct because it's a full, like a 1 to 5. It's a full over 1 point difference. That's the lowest. So I'm going to go with my first thing and go A for me.
Well, you saw what I have wrote down here, so they know I'm not lying. So that's, to me, that's fifth place. Was A. So we also have A in the same place, honey.
But it was better the second time around.
It's kind of
that's for
caramely
sure.
the second time around. It doesn't have a
was-
whole lot of depth in the flavor profile, but
It was.
it seems like
That's
it's got
why
stuff going
I
on.
scored it the way it did. It's got great flavors,
Mm-hmm.
but they're super light
Yeah.
flavors. Nothing bold.
Okay. Well, we are the same there. Now we got to taste a little bit more and see what we're going to pull out next. The next two to come out. More
Per-
tasting, honey. Let me see if we
Perfect.
can make through it.
Stephen Pope says the tractor guy should escort Rebecca in front of the camera. I'll donate $10 for that.
You have to add a couple zeros to that.
Yikes.
Mid sip there, honey. Mid sip. Come on now.
Phil B, $5, wants to know your thoughts on the best Booker's batch of 2022.
Does he own Phil B's? Is that Phil
Breakfast
B?
place? Yeah, right.
Breakfast joint?
That place is delicious.
It's a breakfast place in a gas station or attached to a gas station. It looks super sus, but it's delicious.
Oh yeah,
I use that word all the time.
and it's super reasonable too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah.
$7 and you get good.
Mom, Grammy's the one that introduced me to that.
Is she
one.
really?
Wait, really? That's
Sure
awesome.
did.
Someone was asking about an update on Mama SLB.
You know what? We were talking about that before the
Yeah.
show, and I was actually in a mad dash to get here because if you knew my mom, number one, she likes to hang out, and I think she spends a lot of time by herself during the day. Once you get there, she doesn't want to quit hanging out, and she'll just keep
Right.
talking and talking and talking. But she always typically has a list of things she wants you to get done too, and I had to get here. But I told Kurt. She spent a few days in the hospital when I was out of town. Kurt handled that, and since then, and she wasn't good. She wasn't good at all. And since
No,
then,
she wasn't.
they figured out a few things that were seemed to be more minor than what we were thinking.
Yeah.
And today was the best I've seen her in probably a year.
Yeah, she's really doing a lot better.
Considerably better.
the long and short of it all is Kent and I noticed several weeks ago she was having a hard time breathing, and Kent's really good at that stuff, and she had a little bit of leg swelling too, and we kind of were thinking heart and what's going on. She's never had a health issue
No, and even
forever.
in the last
as long as
couple
I
of
can
years, they
remember.
checked the arteries, all that.
Yeah.
They said there's not a speck of
Yeah.
anything in there. She's 84 years old and there's nothing.
So Kent took her to a doctor's appointment. He lined that up and took her on July the 3rd before he went on vacation. July the 4th, she came over here and hung out with, Rebecca was gone then too, and hang out with me and some of the kids. And she was having a hard time even getting in the house. She was having a hard time catching her breath, even sitting in the chair. I was worried about her. And July the 5th, her doctor called and said, get her to the hospital right away. Right off the bat, they said, you got congestive heart failure. They're going through that. We can try to treat the symptoms, blah, blah, blah.
Which was caused by AFib.
Yep.
It was
So long story short, I was happy she's hooked up with the cardiologist that she has now,
Yeah.
because what they found that she has a hyperactive thyroid, which his belief is, and he's got to prove it, but I think he's on the right track because she's so much better now.
better,
But
yeah.
her hyperactive thyroid caused the AFib that was in her heart, which caused the fluid
Congestive heart
buildup
failure.
in her body and her congestive
Yeah.
heart issue. So now that they've treated the thyroid with the proper medication, everything has been is getting better.
So
since,
yeah,
basically.
significantly better, and now she's ready to get everything done.
She's not sitting
Hence
around
the reason
anymore.
why I had a hard time getting
No,
her.
she's the original SLB. Let me promise you that. She's the original strong like bull. She'll work you to death.
Going there tomorrow to trim some trees.
Yep, I'll be there Sunday to mulch. That's our
Oh my.
that's our schedule.
Eric
That's
B
what we're
wants to
doing.
know, did Kent get to mow the lawn this week and did he do it right?
You know what? It may not last, but I caught her at a weak
hilarious.
moment when she wasn't feeling good.
It won't last.
And there was it won't. There's a couple kids that were mowing next door, and really good kids. They got a little business of their own.
Yeah, what
teenagers.
you told me 16, 17 years
15
old,
and
go
16.
getters, got some
And,
business going on.
but anyway,
good for them.
I'm like, Mom, can I just get these? Go talk to these kids about mowing the lawn. And when she was broken down a little bit, she didn't really care about much. She was like, oh, I suppose. So I lined them up, but today I got pointed out all the things that I need to talk to them about that they're doing wrong. Oh, no. So I'll probably be back to mowing it here in a couple weeks.
And that
I
doesn't
would
surprise
assume.
me at all because when our dad passed away in 1997,
Yeah.
Kent and I tried to help out for a couple of weeks, mow the
Yeah.
lawn, and we both
She
got
kicked us
fired.
out, too,
Yeah,
so.
no, literally, we got fired. That was it. She said, "You guys are not doing a good enough job. Get out." Okay.
So I did it 3 times, got some help. They've done it twice, and I'm not sure it's up to her standards. So, shoot, if she keeps improving, she'll be mowing it again.
She will.
As well, that
I,
way.
honestly, if she keeps
Yeah.
improving,
Yeah.
in 3 or 4 weeks, those boys won't be mowing anymore.
Right.
That's a fact.
Which is a good thing. I'm glad to see her
Yeah.
getting her oomph back,
spunk
little
back.
gumption. Yeah.
So honestly, thank you for asking.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And thanks for your concern and your prayers because it was kind of weird. It was
It was
just
a little scary there for
it
a
was
minute.
scary, yeah, because it was just strange and it was just really, really
It was a 2-week
a wild
nosedive.
ride. Yeah, without question. So thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Lots of people just talking about her in the chat.
Thank you.
Someone wants to know her favorite color so we can have SLB shirts to support her and show her some love.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's really sweet.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what her favorite color is.
Mm-mm. I'm retasting some of these and changing my scores.
Well,
Honestly,
I've got. I'll just go all through 4 of them again,
yeah.
and I'll go reverse.
Perfect. I have stuff to read.
Go ahead.
All right. Kevin Page, $100 donation.
Thank
Love-
you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. Loving the Booker's Blind. Happy birthday, Rebecca. I also turned 50 this week.
Heck yeah,
Wow.
Kevin.
What, Kevin? No way. Happy birthday. Love
Yeah.
this channel. I probably, if I knew it was on
Happy birthday, Kevin.
Discord more, I probably
Thank
would
you.
have known that. But did he post that on Discord? I feel like.
I don't think Kevin is on the Discord.
Oh, I don't know why I thought he was.
Kevin, are you on Discord and I'm just having like a brain fart right now or what? I don't think he is.
Oh, Andrew Coleman. How about the ladies of SLB get on camera at 200K subscribers?
Oh, we just hit 120K.
Yay.
Oh,
Wow.
we did.
We did.
That's
Didn't I
awesome.
tell you that? I said it'd be really nice if we hit 120,000 subscribers by the time we did
You
that
did.
live stream. And I told him I don't think it was going to happen. And
We sure
Good for you
did.
guys.
it's just,
We'll
it's
think
again,
about
it's
it.
mind blowing. We appreciate all your. It's support and everything. It's mind blowing. Trent and I get up here like knuckleheads and we try some whiskey, and it's just a lot of fun.
Whoa! Speak for yourself.
It's a lot of fun, and I'm glad you joined in. That's really what it amounts to.
Kevin's on Discord.
Kevin is on Discord. Why?
Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah, I've seen him on there.
Yeah.
All right. That one time you're on, it. Yeah. Okay.
What was that, 3 months ago, Ken?
Yeah, for about 5-10 minutes.
After the live show?
Yeah.
You're like,
Smoking Kentucky Piper gave a $5 donation and said, "Been enjoying your videos. This is my first opportunity to catch you live."
Thanks for joining us.
Hey.
We
What,
appreciate
Kentucky
that.
Diver?
Thank
No, Smoking Kentucky Piper.
That's a long
great.
thing.
That's
Smoking
awesome.
Kentucky Piper. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is tough.
I-
I've changed my mind like 3 times while y'all have been talking.
You're
Really.
welcome.
Honestly,
This was strategically planned.
I just got to do it. I can't think about it anymore. So I'm gonna eliminate one right now because I really don't know
we
the
got?
second one.
I'm gonna we got what? B and D, E, and F. That's what we got left.
Yeah. And this was a change of mind for me. The first time through, I scored this a little bit lower than the other ones, but not bad. It's just was a little bit lower. But for me, I'm going to eliminate next. I'm going to eliminate D, and that was an easy decision. The rest of these are actually pretty good. I'm going to be honest.
D was an easy decision.
No, it was not.
Oh, it was not.
No.
And I shouldn't say
And-
easy. The first 2 were kind of like the ones that were like, yeah, I'm getting those out. Past that, the rest of the 4 is difficult for me. I don't know about for
So
you.
well, D. Just so you know, if you look at my
I can't
it
even
was-
see it unless I have my glasses on anyway.
with the ones that were left, it was my lowest, but by
Yep, I see.
By a tenth.
I see
By
that.
a tenth.
Well, you're worse than me. I go by I go by 0.5s. He's got 3.8.
but I'm struggling on the second time through.
Yeah. I've
Ken-
tried.
I'm sorry. Carrie just chimed in on the chat. She
Yeah.
says, "The Booker's batch that Kent liked that Kelly and Daniel got, and Kelly gave him was CO6B15."
Yeah, the labels were totally different back then.
Yeah, okay. I was
totally
like,
different.
oh. And she said, "Not sure if I sent that to the right chat." Yes, you did, Carrie.
You did?
Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carrie.
Impressive that you did that.
We're
Appreciate
going to
that.
need Carrie on the Discord as well.
Yes, definitely. She's a lady of SLB as well, so.
Well, I know the two that I can't eliminate yet.
Yeah, me too.
So it's between these two. Let me have one more test here.
Take your time. This is not. The rest of these are actually really good.
Matthew White says, "Martinis has Booker's on the shelf. Don't drink it all before I get there." Do you know Matthew?
He lives in Valpo.
Yeah. Well, I kind of deduced that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what?
Do you know
The
him
funny part,
personally?
what's his name?
Matthew White.
Man,
Kent knows everybody.
I don't
I know. I was gonna say. I'm like,
I'm terrible with names, and for all I know, maybe it's not, but it could be somebody I hung out with, 5 years ago, and it's not,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know, but it doesn't ring a bell. But
once you see the face. Yeah.
Martinis is one, and that's what kind of surprised me too. I was sitting in there because they have your typical Knob Creek, which I'm not knocking Knob Creek, but your typical just $30 bottles lined up there, and the tag of the Booker's is what got me. I knew it was an old one,
Yeah.
so I had
Yeah,
to
you can,
pull
you
it
can
down.
obviously tell. When
But yeah, there's a 17 sitting up there. That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. So in you got about 2 months probably to get it, because I'll stop in for my pour here and there.
Amy Stone, $5 donation. She didn't say anything, but thanks, Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
I gotta stick to that, Kurt. I do. There's something on the back end of that makes me say that,
Okay.
and I don't know. I'm not really sure
All
what
right.
it is.
So then you're the same as me on this one
Yeah.
too. Then. All right. He's the same.
and it's
then.
just it's something on the back end. I don't know if it's a
Okay.
leathery.
Yeah.
It's a little too much for me, or a tobacco
splitting
thing
hairs.
that's a little more.
We're splitting
I don't
hairs for
know.
sure.
I don't know.
Oh, I flopped a little bit on that one. To be honest, it didn't score quite as high as one of the other ones, but second time around, third time around, or whatever I tasted, I changed my mind on that one. So
Well, I just went through all of them again. And I'll
Did
tell
you?
you what my next one is already.
go ahead, because I don't know exactly.
E's going to be my next one. And that was the two I was going back and forth with. The second time around, they were 3.8, 3.9. But the other two scored quite a bit higher than anything else.
Yeah.
So,
Your E next.
yes.
Yep, and so am I, honey, because look, Kent. And this is not a joke. There's my score, and there's my score.
He was pretty close, too. His D&E were 3.5, 3.5. I was 3.8, 3.9. So we were
Yeah,
pretty close on our scoring.
so it's, yeah.
But the other two, and
There you go.
And they were tied.
Yeah.
These two I had both down
This
as
is
a 4.5.
crazy. Look, Kent, look.
He's got them at 4 and 4.
That's insane.
I expected you guys to differ quite a bit on one of these. But it has not happened.
Hasn't happened yet, huh?
It has not happened.
Why, is
yet.
one
Awry?
okay? Is one
No.
awry?
I didn't slip the Booker's
I hope
Ryan
not,
here.
because I didn't.
I was hoping. I don't know if you saw me,
He
but I was
thought
like,
about it.
I thought about it. I did think about it.
I was like, did he?
He was standing there for probably a good solid 5 minutes staring at it.
Well, I
And
did.
then I walked up and he's
I
like,
like to take a picture of that right there.
One thing
Trying to,
I
like-
did.
I thought he was like having a stroke or something. I'm like, what are you doing?
One thing I did
Yeah,
ask
Mr. McConnell in the
Trenton
moment.
when I knew he had that was, please let me be there when you open that. That is like my. When and if that thing gets open,
Oh, I'm not.
please
I'm gonna
include
open
me.
it, but I have it
Please
planned for a
include me.
show, a live show, at some point in the near future.
I think
But,
that's a
like-
live show with just Trent and me, though. Sorry.
That's in my house.
All right,
No, we have the turkey one at your house.
Don't tell Kent that. He'll be
I'll
sitting
get a-
at your park.
I'll
he'll be
get a
sitting in your
double rocks
driveway.
glass and sit back there with it. I'm cool.
Oh man.
Yeah, these I had tied, Kurt.
Okay.
So I guess we'll
We're gonna
go
figure
through
it out.
that and figure it out.
We'll have to figure it out. That's all. I will tell you this: on my first taste, I like B better than all of them. But I have not gone back to B. I've left it alone. So
I went
I'm
back
gonna-
a few times.
I'm gonna taste these two and see which one I like the best. Could
Hey,
change.
Keith.
Could change.
Sorry, that was kind of abrupt. I was
That was
excited.
really weird. $5 from David Schaffler. You don't have to crawl under there. They'd probably love to see you, Kevin.
Yeah, go across.
David Schaffler
see.
says,
Yeah.
happy birthday to Mama SLB. Really appreciate the laughs and great content. Thank you.
Thank you, David.
Thanks,
Yeah.
David.
Thank you.
We're glad you're here. Lance, $5. Boston batch for me tonight to join the theme of the night.
Oh, great.
Sweet.
Fantastic.
$10 from Bob Long. Happy birthday. Assuming that's to you. So happy birthday to you from Bob Long. Thanks,
You gotta
Bob.
Say thanks to Bob Long. Thanks,
Thanks,
Bob
Bob.
Long.
$10 from Danny Taylor for the procurement of a
just
Mama
scrolling those
SLB
right now.
portrait
None
for
of
the
us-
bar.
Ooh, that's
That's a good idea. We should
You
probably make
should
sure
get-
they hear that.
I gotta do
you
that.
should get Grammy's face on the rabbit. Pay tribute to Grammy, the dapper Grammy.
That's not going to make sense. to anyone
Oh,
else,
so many
though.
Grammy stories. So many Grammy stories.
But Danny Taylor is giving $10 to
find one
procure
more. I find
a
some
portrait
peanut on
of Grammy.
That would be
the
cool.
bar.
Is that the Danny? Is that the engaged Danny Taylor? The newly
Oh,
engaged?
wait.
I
Danny
don't know.
Taylor?
Well, I don't know.
I think it might be.
Well, we have a Danny Taylor that's also a patron that was on the patron live stream
Oh, that
2 days
isn't
ago.
the newly engaged Danny
So
Taylor.
it could
That's
be,
right.
it could not be.
Big nod to be on the nose.
That's right.
For me. Is it?
I don't know. We'll have to wait
Yeah,
and see.
that was fun. That was a fun moment.
Yeah.
That was fun actually seeing Trenton like a deer in the headlights.
Oh my gosh.
He had no idea what to say or do. I laughed. It
We
was
should
pretty-
request that Danny sends us that video
Yeah.
because yes,
Yeah.
Danny from your
Yeah.
proposal, if you are here.
Yeah. Danny asked us at our meet and greet. He was going to propose like 2 hours after this. So it was really cool.
Dang, bro.
And he says,
It's
I
not-
really, can you guys record a video on my phone just saying something because my wife also loves your channel, or my girlfriend at the time loves your channel. Sure. I'm always up for it. So he's getting ready. He's got the camera going, and I'm looking at Trenton intentionally, of course. And it's like, I've never, because Trenton usually has something smart to say. If he doesn't know what to say, he'll say something smart. It was like deer in the headlights. He was just like,
when I don't know how to be a smart egg, I don't do well.
so
I
he
don't
looks
do
at
good with people
me
usually.
and he goes, "You're good with words. You go ahead with this."
Were you just nervous about like messing up their proposal or something? Or what was like?
yeah,
I think so. I think you thought this is something serious and really nice.
I didn't want to go to that spot, and I was like, I don't know how to behave otherwise, so I'm just gonna sit here. I don't know what to do with my hand.
That was one of my favorite moments of the trip, to be honest with you.
It was so funny.
It was great.
That was
Joe,
really cool,
Joe.
I wasn't even going to read that
We need to
one.
mute Joe Buckler from the chat, please.
I was not even going to read it. But you had to bring it up.
It's right in front of my face.
Yeah, okay. Tommy Boy, $10. Drinking my first ever Booker's Pinky Batch, 22-04.
You know what? I haven't had that one.
Cheers, guys. Happy birthday, Rebecca. Glad to hear OGSLB is doing better.
Oh, thanks.
Tommy
Again,
Boy.
thanks for all the birthday wishes, everybody.
Yeah, that's really. It really makes me happy that you guys are recognizing my wife. She does so much for all of us behind the scenes. You have no idea. So
She gets the pizza.
I know she rounded up.
That's
All
my
this is here
favorite.
tonight is because of her. So there's a whole. We go on. We could spend another hour on this live stream.
We could
Somebody
do a live
asked,
stream.
and
Way
I
to
don't
hook her
know
up
who
on
it
a
was.
birthday. Hey, go get some pizzas.
Kurt, somebody asked what
I
I
didn't make her
was.
pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead. I apologize. Kurt, yeah.
Somebody asked what I was eating tonight because they know I don't like pizza.
Yeah, I thought that was really sweet.
Well,
I saved it.
yeah,
to
she
read,
doesn't
but-
know. Trent and I's favorite pizza here in our area is JJ's.
Shameless plug. We're not sponsored.
No,
Which is
not at
perfect,
all.
'cause
Maybe we should.
someone-
Hey,
Free ads.
maybe JJ's will sponsor us on our bourbon tournament next
Oh,
year.
actually, that's a good idea.
Maybe they will.
That'd
Well,
be
it's
fantastic.
typically
Well, if
down
they
here
knew,
for the live shows.
They knew that every live stream.
That
pretty
would
much
be.
had
I
their
would
pizza.
love that. Actually,
Well, someone did just ask about what our favorite pizza in the area is. So
that's what it is
there
for Trenton and I. So
Rebecca,
Not for me.
You know why he would like that? Because he'd have an excuse to have a piece of pizza in the middle of the show.
yeah.
We would
Just
have a
having
lot
a
more
piece of
live
AJ's
streams.
pizza.
On the other hand, it's Michelle and Rebecca's least favorite, probably in the area.
Yeah.
I would have to say.
Pizza in general.
I don't know. Tomato bar.
So-
Tomato bar.
So pizza in
slaps,
general
though.
for you, though,
Yeah, tomato bar.
and tomato bar.
You
for
guys go there quite a bit?
Slaps.
Tomato bar? It's the only
too.
pizza I eat.
Slaps.
We go
Oh.
there too.
Okay.
You ever have their wings?
New word.
Tomato bars?
Yeah, I like
Rebecca
it.
does like the wings.
Goodness.
Yeah,
I've not had them.
we're off the rails.
Yeah,
We're
This
on
is
totally
a,
going a
this
different
is a
direction.
polite
Take home.
Yes.
PG off the
Why?
rails.
I don't understand.
They had they took them off the menu
Right,
at one point,
right.
and when they brought them back,
Yeah,
they're only dining.
right. That makes
That's-
no
yeah.
sense. I was so disappointed.
I think they're worried they're so good that if you eat them in the car, you're gonna wreck. It's probably a liability thing.
Wow.
That makes sense.
Okay.
I never thought of that.
I've
Okay.
never.
Yeah.
I've
They
never
they
thought
have
of
jerk.
that.
Your hands are going to get all greasy and you're just going to be like,
Kevin, you ever tried their jerk wings?
No.
Oh,
Well, it's like the pie in
So
the
good.
window thing. You know, the pie's got the trail of flavor, smell, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Same thing with the wings. That pulls you in, and then you just
Yeah.
eat them, and then
It's
you
like
wreck.
Blockhead's got really good wings too.
I already,
All right,
I already
here's-
know. I already
Here,
know.
well, here's how I'm going to do it. Before I tell you,
Oh boy.
before I tell you what I'm going
we'll
to
have
pick,
try that.
Yes.
let's just see if we're kind of thinking the same on
Sure.
So B to me versus F
Okay.
is richer, sweeter, bigger, sweeter flavors. F is more earthy, leather, tobacco.
This one's
That
more
kind of-
Jim Beam to me.
Yeah,
Peanuts,
exactly.
leather,
Exactly.
that kind of thing.
Exactly.
This is super sweet. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. This is my favorite. Honey, this is my favorite first time around. It is still my favorite. So I have to eliminate F next. And I think Kent's going to do the same thing. No?
It's
Yes?
close, man.
Ah, see.
It
and
is
and that's all
close.
about the palate, too, because we just talked about it. But
We 100% agree on what they're both tasting.
that profile might be more up your alley. But this one's just super sweet for a Booker's. And it's just really, I like it a lot. It was my favorite first time through, and it's consistently been my favorite through the whole tasting.
I don't have much to.
Do you mean to pour you more?
You know, Trenton, when you go through a long tasting and your aromas and your nosing changes,
Yeah.
this is butterscotch on this nose on B
Ooh.
right now.
Yeah, it's rich and sweet for sure.
It's so good.
We love a good butterscotch.
But for me, my winner is B. So you know.
T's Cruise and Travel Muse. That's a cool name.
That's a cool name.
$2. This person was trying to donate a couple times. I think this might be their first time, and they said, "I think I got it." So thank you. Yes, you did get it. Thanks for being here. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do just the opposite on those tonight.
It's okay. And I can
But
see you.
I
can
really
s-
like both those pours.
And the
really
reason
like
I can
both.
see
I wish you could see
you
that.
with this because you are a Booker's fan, and to me this one here leans towards that real
No.
Booker's type.
But yeah, it's more of your leathers and tobaccos and oaks and
Yeah. Hey, yep,
a
yep,
little
yep.
bit of the peanut.
So basically,
You know.
then you're looking at B is in your second place,
Yeah.
and F is your first place.
Yep.
Well, we only differed on the last two. So that was wild. I with 6 of them up here, I never would have dreamed
Well,
we'd
and
have been that close.
the middle or the last two before, what I can't remember what they were, but those two I could have flip flopped either way. I mean, I really could have.
Let's look back if you can.
But the last two were definitely the best two.
And
There's no doubt about that.
And I can agree with you wholeheartedly there too.
So,
So our last place, Trenton, was
He can't wait. There's got to be something
C.
screwy there.
yeah, I know.
just
he's right here. I could just
Yeah, he can't wait. He's like,
well, both of you said that as you tasted these, said that the profile changed a little bit. So try C again,
oh
because that was the one that you said
Dude.
tasted like a boiled root,
I know.
and look, there's still a bunch left.
and it was a unanimous decision. So I'm just curious if, as it sat, it still tastes like a boiled root or just not good.
No, I'm not a fan. Too much. Jay, we're
say-
surrounded now. We got Jay. I can touch him on my left.
Here's
I got
what I will
Trent. I
say.
can touch on my right. Something's going on here. That
It's
I'm
better
not
than
liking.
the first time around, but it still belongs
I
where
wouldn't call it a
belongs.
boiled
I
root
do,
right
I
now,
think
but
that.
it's still. I'd still put it in last place.
You got your glasses?
No, my.
Dude, just stop.
Well, yeah, I know you're gonna look at it and read it and be like, "Oh, I can't see these."
Let me make sure
I'm
that.
just prepared. I'm just future proofing here for
Let
you.
me just let me just make sure they're clean, honey. Sometimes they're not clean, I'm not as well.
You're never clean.
All right, I'm good.
This is not good. I could tell by his face.
Yeah, I know. Give me that thing. Ding dong. Charlie's batch.
Oh,
I've never had it.
I never had it either.
Never had it.
Lots of people were talking about it in the chat.
Never had Charlie's batch. So for both Ket and I, unfortunately,
Sorry,
whoever's-
Charlie.
Yeah, whoever's
Sorry, Charlie.
whoever in the chat
I-
was drinking Charlie's batch with us. I hope you love it. And that, you know what, that happens all the time. People will love something that somebody else doesn't. There's nothing wrong with that. But Kent and I were unanimous in last place was Charlie's batch. Do I need my glasses again?
Probably.
Oh, hey,
You
Trent.
both also guessed fifth place correctly.
Yes. All right. Fifth place was Kentucky Chew. Well, that surprises me a touch.
I haven't had that one.
And I told in the video that you haven't seen yet, I said I really don't pick Bookers off the shelf to drink very much, leisurely. I just don't. But this one is actually supposed to have been pretty good, wasn't it, Trent?
It was very highly rated.
Yeah,
I even
it
asked
was.
Chat GPT.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
What letter was this?
Authority on all things bourbon.
Yeah.
What letter
Well,
was
that
this?
surprises me a little bit.
A.
Yeah, that was A, Kent. That was the one you said was a little light on the palate. Same
Yeah,
with me.
yeah.
And this one we were both agreed with. The first one we thought just wasn't very good. This one
Well,
was like it's okay, but
I thought the flavors were all great in that. They were all just muted.
wasn't as good as the other ones we had.
Eric B was wondering if it had something to do with being the neck pour.
These,
Charlie's
these
batch?
were rolled and swirled for
Yeah, well, they were
20,
open
30
all the time.
minutes before.
Some-
But
Maybe not
this
then.
Charlie's batch, when did you? I don't even I've never seen it before. Did you just open it today or no?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so because I don't
Where's
see
the
how you
frother?
Yeah, the frother. She frothed them all. And
could. Yeah, because any Bookers on my shelf has been open for a long time.
Yeah, me too.
I don't have this Charlie's batch, but by looking at
I don't
it,
have either one of those.
I assume you had it open for a while.
yeah, I did. I
So-
did actually lose it, so I had to buy another one. I still don't know where the other one
That's
is.
the one you couldn't find?
No, that's a different one.
Oh.
That's the my bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not. So that's the one you couldn't find.
Yep.
Well,
So I had to buy it again.
you bought
'Cause
that twice
A lot of
since
people
last
in the
place.
Discord were saying good things about it. Like really good things about it.
Yeah,
was like,
and
okay.
I,
Especially after the apprentice batch.
it never discourages me when other people
that
like
was-
something I don't.
That was better.
I'm good with that.
Lots
That
of
went higher
people.
than these.
Lots of people wonder if perhaps the Charlie's batch had been boiling in the car.
That was not boiling.
No,
Okay.
everything was nice temperature tonight.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was actually
Yeah.
in the basement since I bought it.
Yeah, and his basement's like
Okay.
47 degrees, so you can actually have a wine cellar down there and not even put
That's the
any
plan.
not put any equipment.
Carrie
in
will
for
be
it.
there.
I don't remember. This was 4th place.
Fourth place I have down is D, and Kent and I both had the
I
same.
think we
with that
were
too,
the same up to this
for
point,
D.
I believe.
Get out of here! Stop that. Teresa's batch, one of my
Oh.
not so favorite. This one I gave. This is the one I gave Trenton.
And I like that one a lot.
I'm
I
glad
can tell
you
you
do.
what, I don't. I have it and I don't.
Really?
I'm glad
I
you
like
do.
it quite
I'm
a
glad
bit.
you like it. This has not been one of my favorites and sat there forever. And Trent was like, "Wow, he's bad at all." I said, "Here, you can have it."
I shouldn't say I don't
So-
like it. It just doesn't compare to some of the other ones I have.
So that doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise me at all.
Doesn't surprise me.
These ones I don't know any different
I
because I
wonder
never
why you
had
were
them.
smiling though, because that's the one I gave you. If you were on the Stacy, you might have put a bit for top 3, probably. Knowing you,
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
for sure.
You also had the same placement for 3rd place, which
Mm-hmm.
was E, right?
Yeah, correct. I screwed that up there. Yes, that is correct though. E.
So this is a different label. This was actually distilled in '95
Oh wow,
and
I've
bottled
never
in
seen this.
2002.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Let me see that. That's cool.
And which one was that, Trenton? E?
E.
Yeah,
E.
that's a good one too. I mean, these top 3 are all really good, to be honest with you.
And remember, this was 3rd place by 1/10 of a point.
Yeah.
It's
Wow,
really
that's
good.
cool. I don't know which way you're going with these, but
It's really good. That's really good. It is.
And then since you differed,
Yeah, that's true. We did differ.
I'm going to. I'm going to tell you what your first place was, and
Okay.
this was Kurt's second.
Okay. Is that the Bardstown?
Nope.
Kentucky Tea Batch. I've never had that either.
never had that either.
Oh,
That
wow.
that placed 7th on Fred Minnick's top 100 of 2022.
Yeah, and I can see why.
Yeah.
You know, because when I was going back and forth, I just had to stick with my wife taught me something here in the last few weeks. You stick with your gut, right?
Right.
And every tasting B was my favorite
Right
tonight,
here,
but
okay.
that also was very, very good. So that was your first place. So
Yeah,
you and
and-
Fred are like this.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
are right on it.
But that again was, I mean, you're right. The top 3 were all really good,
That's really good. Yeah.
and the last 2, I could have flipped a coin, but
Mm-hmm.
I was just really liking the vibe on that one.
Lots of people were enjoying the Kentucky tea in the chat tonight. Or talking
What's
about
funny
it.
is I've had only one of these so far, the Teresa batch.
I'm excited
Yeah,
to try
really.
those after.
Yeah, the top
I
3
got a
are
lot.
really
I
good.
got more older bottles.
I didn't like the bottom 2 that much. Actually, the Teresa's batch, it is where it's at, but I didn't think it was as bad as I thought it was. The top 3 I thought were all very, very good for sure.
You're gonna
So then, Trenton, I guess that leaves me with which one was? What are you doing?
I wish we could turn
There's
the camera on.
corks flying back and forth
gonna
back
break
there.
it.
I'm not really sure what's going on.
It's so hard to hold focus here. It's like things are being thrown back and forth at each
Dry run.
other. So, anyways, I have to
You'll
know
find out
which
soon.
one's my first place. Oh my God, what is it? Oh wow. Okay, all right. Wow. This is the 25-year anniversary Booker's. Trenton pulled this out of his hat. That's for sure.
Holy
It
cow.
is regarded as one of the best Booker's releases ever released, apart from the 10th anniversary and early 80s bottles of Booker's.
Yeah, it is. And Kent was right, and it hits hits palates differently.
Yeah.
But this is super sweet, super nice. That was my favorite the first time through. Every time I went back to it, it
Well,
was my favorite.
And it was what I was in my head was my favorite the first time through, but I scored it the same as this one. But the second time through, I really liked the leathers and that kind of thing. But
I really think, Kent, that 25-year anniversary is better than the 30-year. Do you think so,
agree.
Trenton?
100%.
It's been a while since I've had the 30.
I haven't tried the 25.
I screwed up. I should have said, yeah, I want some more of that.
That's delicious.
Well, the good news is
Really delicious.
There's a
Well,
lot.
Trenton, congratulations to you for not getting too squirrely on the lineup here.
I was trying to get one from every year recently,
Good
and then
job.
sprinkling a couple. Now for the one that was supposed to be in here.
Oh,
yeah,
boy, okay.
people have been asking.
So Booker's was introduced like officially in 1988. I had a bottle on its way from 1984 that got damaged in shipping.
Could you imagine?
Oh,
That
Getting
is
salivating just thinking about
Do
it.
you need a
well,
napkin?
that's yeah, but I mean that's just
so sad.
really a horrible thing to hear that it got damaged in shipping
Horrible.
just because of what it is.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's not like they're laying around,
That's tragic.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awful.
yeah. I was a little
I'm sorry,
bummed out
buddy.
about
Yeah,
it. It was
it's-
brown wax, which is like brown wax Bookers are like
Yeah, that's really
the best
sad, man.
Bookers.
I'm
out
sorry,
there.
buddy. Yeah,
That's
good,
Oh, that's all right.
good effort on your part trying to make
I'm-
this
I'm
the
just-
best it could be, man.
I'm
That's
just
really
happy I got the 25th. I was
that's
looking
really
forward
really something.
to that one. So
Yeah.
There are some conspiracies that have popped off in the chat, like prior to this part, that someone is just enjoying that bottle
oh,
right
probably,
now.
probably.
Like, it was
Wow.
not, you know.
It very well could be too.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
But that was close.
There's a UPS driver ripping it up
Right.
this weekend
Yeah. Exactly.
on some old buggers.
Don't even know what he's got, does he?
No.
I'm sure not. That's fantastic and good job, Trenton.
Or
Honestly,
maybe he does. Maybe
I never
he's-
know what to expect when you put a blind together. I really don't. But this was well done. This was well done. Really was.
Yeah, and what was really cool to me is I've only had one of.
Yeah.
5 out of 6 was brand new pours for me, and that's
That's
pretty
awesome.
cool for a Booker's lineup for me to.
Yeah.
How many
To
do
get
you have
that.
at home?
You know what? I've emptied a few. You know, so I'm guessing 5 or 6 left.
Wow.
Just guessing, but I went through some Booker's bottles over the years. You know, since because it's. What did she say that one was that Daniel and Kaylee got me? What was the year, Michelle?
Oh
do you remember?
shoot, that's gone now. I'm
Anyway, yeah,
sorry.
it's gone for the brain.
Yeah, well, it's
It's been a
couldn't
long
even
time.
Scroll up
I
enough
mean,
to find it.
it's been a long time, and so yeah, I went through a handful of Booker's bottles
Yeah.
since then, and
Yeah.
it was cool to buy
Yeah.
brand new ones to
Yeah,
taste.
and I know you like it quite a bit, so I was glad you're able to
Yeah.
partake too in some of these really great bottles. If you can move
Trenton is counting
those
right
your
now.
way,
Trent.
what are you freaking out
10
about? dude?
minus mom, because mom's not going to drink this. I need 9 Glens.
Uh
Ain't gonna happen. I gotta have some up here too. What are you doing? You taking all my stuff?
Well, you got some boxes. I'll bring you some up. Wait, what do you actually? There are boxes in there, aren't there?
There's 3
How
over
many do you
there.
need? 2, 4?
oh. I
Our
don't know
kids
what's
got some.
happening.
We got some
But you
over
know, I'm gonna read some stuff that I've been really delaying on.
Okay.
Tom Stoffer, $10. I'd like to give you a little tribute for helping me discover bourbons like Old Forester 1920. It's a solid pour. We love a good 1920.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good choice.
We're
Good for
glad
you.
that you were able to find it and enjoy it. $20 from Jason. As always, another great episode. Happy birthday, Mama SLB. Drinking Shiny Barrel Batch. Very cool.
Wow.
Thanks, Jason.
You asking?
Give me 2 more. 2 more right there,
We are falling apart.
please.
$10 from Robert Stein. Hey, longtime watcher, first time live. Thinking of your mom.
Oh, great.
I
Thanks
turned
for joining
50
us
a
tonight.
week from Sunday.
Thank
oh,
you.
happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday to you too.
Keep up the great work. P.S. My wife blames you for my inflated liquor bill now.
Ew, sorry about
Sorry.
that.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
We've had
Sorry
a lot
about
of
that.
first-time watchers tonight.
Yeah.
Really? Well, hope
For
you
your
had a good
birthday,
time.
probably.
Oh, I doubt it was for my birthday, but
I think it probably
It
might be.
probably is, I think. It's a big thing. It's a big day coming up. It's gonna
Mike,
be so much fun.
Mike Budak, $10. My pops passed before we got the chance to share some bourbon together. Watching SLB brings me joy. I never thought a YouTube show would help me work through that. Cheers,
Aw.
fellas, and
Thank
keep them
I
coming.
mean, honestly,
that's
that's
really
God
sweet.
bless you, buddy, for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty
For
cool.
sure.
That is really
Yeah.
sweet.
Cool.
Yeah.
$10 from Keith Kaggle. No comment, but thanks, Keith. Electric Shenanigans. $10. Thank you guys for all the fun.
It's a
Enjoying
fun name.
Eagle Rare as I got payment for electrical work. Happy birthday, Mrs. SLB.
Well, I don't know what
Have a good payday.
I don't know what Trenton's got up his sleeve right now. He's pouring something in the office over
Yeah,
here.
he and Kevin
But
are in there.
I promise you, I thought we were going to move into it next, but I'm sure Trenton's got something going on for free giveaways. We always do.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's probably some of our recent barrel picks that we've done. So hang in there just a little bit on that one. I'm sure Trenton's got something going on, but I
They're
can hear
scheming in
I can
there.
hear all kinds of ruckus with the door shut in there. You know anything about this one, honey? You don't?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Kevin's in on it.
Wow,
I can
they're
see
coming
that.
out with a lot of.
Evidently, they didn't think you had enough to drink tonight,
A lot
Kurt.
of
Yeah, they're going to give me more.
You should.
Which is fine. I'm okay so far. The pizza's been good for me.
Yeah, you.
And actually the spitting, I think, helped me a little bit too. So it's good.
More?
Over there didn't get one. You. Mom, did you want one?
I'm gonna have a crumble cookie while y'all.
All right.
Right?
All right. All right.
Oh my! I've missed a lot of these.
Huh.
Holy cow! Okay,
What'd you pour, Trenton?
some bourbon.
Kevin and I, we got the same technique.
All right, so this bottle is something that I got for Walker. Was supposed to be here last time, but he bailed on us.
He's
So-
here today,
Yeah,
though.
he's here
He's
now.
here today. That's all that matters.
This
Trenton.
has
Get
been,
over that.
This has been aging. This has been aging for an extra month
In
while
your
Walker. No, surprisingly not. But I'd like to hear his thoughts first.
Oh.
If you want to get up on the camera and talk.
Oh yeah. Come on.
I'm alright.
I think you should.
Walker, we gotta have one
Do
good
it.
looking dude up here. Come on now.
So you got a shirt on and help red your faces.
Come on.
I'd rather not.
All right.
Well, I need to hear your thoughts first before
So
we.
so at least come closer to the mic so
Yeah.
the people can hear you.
Definitely not bookers, I'll tell you
No,
that.
not bookers. The way Trenton's talking, it's something to do with 1792.
It's got to. It's
pretty good.
Bananas though.
That's good.
Is it meat stick?
It's like New Riff all over again.
I don't get meat stick either.
Actually, I should probably go
It's
get
really
the bottle.
nice. It's really nice, actually.
How's your crumble cookie? Proof seems a little low.
Like what?
Yeah.
Tried it? Yeah. I don't know, like below 90.
Okay.
From what,
Really?
Kent, from what Kent and I were drinking, it's lower, but it's
Well,
about,
yeah.
about 100 proof, I would guess.
I was gonna say
That
100, give or
Drink's
take.
very very low, whatever it is.
It's nice, though. You might be
100,
right, bud.
100, 105.
We're used to
It's
drinking
gotta be below
120.
100.
You think?
92. Yeah.
What do you think, honey? Is it below 100 or
What do you guys think?
It's
Thoughts?
pretty close to 100, I think.
you think so?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Matt, Katie?
I think, if I heard,
Get the
Katie, I
bottle.
think you were agreeing with the 90s. Yeah, that's what you
I
think guys
agree.
are thinking.
What do you think? I need to know what Walker thinks, though.
88 proof.
I think it's good. What do you mean what I think?
Like how good?
Walker, focus.
Maybe like
Listen. Don't worry what he's trying to portray right now. That's his game.
it might be Dan.
Is it?
No, it's like
You need to get on camera. People have to see your face.
it's like a
It's a game.
7.6 out of 10.
Okay.
Don't fall into it, Walker.
It's above average.
Stick with your opinion. Don't fall into his game, dude. He's really good
It
at it.
doesn't smell like 1792 though, so it's got to be a finish or something.
Oh.
This is a bottle of 1970 JW Dant that I got just for Walker to try.
Is Dant your like cheap go-to, Walker? Is it?
He smokes on Dan. He cracks on Dan all the
That's
time.
pretty good.
Oh, you don't like Dant?
No,
Okay,
that's
my
all right
bad.
though. What's the
I knew there was something with you about Dant.
86.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
all right.
You're on it, dude. Good job on you.
That was good though.
Kent and I have been drinking 120 proof. I thought it was around 100 proof, and this is 86 proof.
It seemed really light, but I'm like, it can't be that light. It's probably just because
Yeah.
we're drinking you
Yeah.
know, 120s.
I like that. That's
Good showing, Walker. Good showing. Good job.
I knew it was something.
The train to keep.
That's good.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, that was
That
fun.
train decanter kind of bummed me out a little bit.
Trenton always pulls out an old one somewhere.
Yeah, that's
somehow.
cool.
I
I
don't
like
know how
that.
he does it, but he does.
I like that a lot.
Chloroform cough drop posted this a little bit ago.
Yeah, that's
I love that name.
You decide your way.
What if the camera accidentally came loose and turned around the basement? I think that
We
would
would
be...
just drop.
Yeah, the ladies of SLB
You ever heard
would
of
just
drop,
fall to
stop,
the
and roll?
ground. Yeah.
You'd see it.
It was 80.
You'd see it.
Yep.
Trent, you got any giveaways tonight?
I sure do. Give me one
Okay.
moment.
Kent and I's got a couple things we're going to try. Matt and Katie were gracious enough to bring this bottle down when they visited tonight. I like single malt. I know you're good with it for
Yeah.
the most
Oh, yeah.
part. So good thing Trenton's not up here right now. But
Shame.
they brought over. They're from Iowa, and this is Iowa, right, guys? Yep, that's what I thought. This is Cedar Ridge American Single Malt Whiskey, the quintessential. But this is a single cask, so it's coming in at 118.3 proof.
Wow.
So,
Okay, so
estate red wine cask finish on this too. So I'm gonna pour this for us.
I
Kent, we're gonna
have
try it.
had some of their stuff and like it. I really do. I'm excited.
Yeah, he's got one at
excited
home.
to dive in.
Yeah,
Got a barrel proof in the truck too.
Oh wow.
yeah. I walked past this at Vinny's, not a
What's
single
the,
cask.
what's our proof on that one?
116.
Okay. All right.
All right, so exclamation point raffle if you want to get in on the fun. For those of you that are not patrons, we just got back from a trip where we picked 3 different barrels. One of the barrels was a Nulu double oak. The other barrel was a New Riff single barrel, and the other pick was a secret. Nobody knows except for us
Trenton is
what the
keeping
pick
it a
was.
secret.
couple people.
A couple people
I'll
know.
give you a hint. I was really mad I couldn't make it.
Kent didn't go.
Because it was Carrie's 50th birthday.
It was my
Ooh,
wife's
she could be
50th.
last weekend we were gone.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Happy
Between a rock
birthday
and
to
a
you,
hard
Carrie.
place with that decision,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But
and
Happy
hey,
belated birthday, Carrie.
I didn't mean to say that I didn't want to be here,
Yes,
but I was mad that that particular pick was happening. Why I couldn't be there.
absolutely. I think Carrie probably understands.
yeah. So these picks are not out yet. The Nulu should be out within a month. New Riff should be a month, and then the Secret was anywhere from 2 to 4 months out.
And I'm sorry if anyone is saying anything in the chat. I won't see it. So just hang
Yes.
on until the raffle's over if it's something important that you're trying to say.
Also, if you said exclamation point raffle, just stop because you only get one ticket. But I'll draw the winners in 4 minutes. And if you get drawn, you can choose the Nulu double oak pick, you can choose the New Riff single barrel pick, or the secret pick. But you'll have to wait for those to come out, and then I'll make sure that we communicate with you when those picks are coming out and stuff. But if you want to get in on the picks, we have
It's a wine finish.
probably
It's a
6
red
to
wine.
10 picks coming up for the rest of the year. And then with those picks, sometimes we'll toss in a golden ticket, and you can come join us down here like the tractor garages did. And you have the opportunity to purchase the picks and just kind of hang out with us on Discord and Patreon live streams and just join in on the fun. We have a lot of cool stuff planned for the rest of the year. If you want to post the Patreon link.
Yes.
And did you say you had to be a subscriber?
Oh yes, you have to be subscribed for the bot to pick you if you do exclamation point raffle. If you are not subscribed and you've already typed raffle, all you have to do is hit subscribe and it'll search you once you're subscribed. That the Cedar Ridge? Can you put the bottle
Dude,
up
it
for
is so good.
It's fabulous.
Single malt?
Thank you. It's really fabulous. It's
American
really good.
single malt.
Single malt red wine finish.
There's a little malty
Estate
there, Trent, but
red
it's
wine
not
finish,
strong.
I think
You should try it.
It's red wine. It's
that is fantastic.
so good.
Yeah, can I have?
Estate red wine cask finish. You can definitely get the finish on that. The finish to me on that is right where I like it to be. It supports the whiskey rather than
I
taking
wonder
it over.
time frame. If it says it on here, if you guys
That one
know.
doesn't. There's another new one coming out next week. I can get that's an age statement of 8 years.
Well, I mean, as far as the finish, do you have any idea?
I don't.
Because I mean, I've typically found, at least the stuff that I know how long it's been finished, that 6 months and under seems to be
All right.
about
for you?
right. 6 months seems to be about right. A lot of times when you see the 16-month, 18-month, it starts taking over what the original bottle was. But that one's definitely
Yeah,
a
it's
wheelhouse.
got a,
Cedar Ridge does some good work.
Yeah, the bottle I have, and I'm not sure what it is. It's definitely not this one.
it's great.
Yeah.
It really is.
I don't know too much about
got
it.
a little-
They have
Man, that's
a
chocolate.
stupid question maybe. Do they have a quintessential that's not finished?
Whoa.
Yes.
That's so chocolate.
The regular release.
That's probably
right?
what I have.
That's what you have.
I probably have the regular release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he's got at home. Yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
But that finish and proof point, especially,
Fabulous.
brings that up another notch.
You just have a tiny bit of maltiness, but look, Trenton
Yeah.
blurted it out. That's what I was trying to say. It's like remember when Dad used to always get the chocolate malt.
I was just
At
gonna
Dairy
say the
Queen.
chocolate malt balls.
Yeah, yeah.
Like those.
And Dad always got chocolate malt at Dairy Queen.
Okay,
He
so-
didn't want to shake.
Oh,
He
okay.
wanted that malt.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I get out
Yeah,
of this
thank
is
you.
that chocolate malt. You get a little maltiness there, but it's chocolatey, and then that finish comes through. And it gives you that little bit of fruit flavors and things like that too. It's super good.
That's-
Thank you
that's
guys for bringing
really,
that down,
really
man.
good.
That's awesome.
I actually kind of like that.
That's really good.
I think if I put an ice cube in it,
You tried it too?
Mark it down, Trent.
It's that, you like that red
Grab an
wine?
ice cube.
Little influence there.
Mark it down. Did you hear? Did you hear your mom?
No.
I said if I put an ice cube in there.
Maybe
That's so
you and
good.
Carrie
I
be
think-
sitting around with
Hey,
some.
you guys
red
will come
wine
home
finish
from work one day, Carrie and I will be just
Right?
hanging out with whiskey.
Right?
That's so good.
You got one more glass underneath it.
All right, folks. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
draw
Trenton.
the first winner. If you get selected, and I got, did you enter?
You sound like you want to go down.
I want to read the name.
If you're gonna read the name. All right.
Ooh, Rebecca's gonna read it.
If you get selected, please listen carefully. We'll give you a minute or two to type in the chat what you want out of this. Again, you have the choice of a secret pick, the Nulu Double Oak, or the new riff. First winner.
Jeff McNeil.
Jeff, congratulations.
Congrats, Jeff.
Oh, sure.
What?
Did you spell?
No, I don't think that's right.
Yeah, Jeff, congrats. If you could just type in the chat what you want between the secret pick, the Nulu pick, or the, what did I say? Secret pick, Nulu pick, and then or the new riff pick. And as soon as you do that, I will move on to the next person. I'll give you a minute or two to type in the chat.
Tahoe Phil says whoever wins should snag the Nulu. Their double oak is awesome. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
That's all I'm gonna say. Is yes.
The Nulu pick honestly was probably our.
It's probably my favorite actually.
It was very difficult to actually come to the conclusion. We had several really good ones. We were getting everybody at the distillery involved to help us pick, and it was super good.
I think that's the longest we had to spend deliberating
Yeah.
in like a genuinely difficult way. Like we wanted to walk away with both, but we have a couple things that I haven't read yet from a while ago. Dave Frizzell, $10. Thanks for all your hard work. Love my SLB family. And then there's that salante. I don't know how to say it. It's like the Cheers word that starts with an S. Does anyone know how to say it?
Salante.
Yeah, that salante. Thanks, Katie. Salante.
Jeff McNeil wants the new riff pick.
Good choice.
All right.
Solid choice.
Is that the old new riff?
This is the
The
new
new
riff.
riff.
The new.
The new.
Coming
What do
up.
they call that?
Coming up.
That new.
That new.
And this
All
one,
right.
Walker, is completely different. The old one.
But it's still meaty.
Oh, yeah.
No, dude, no.
I'm kidding.
Tell me.
All right. Next winner. Kevin Page.
No way.
Oh.
Wow.
Your mom was supposed
Oh,
to
I'm
read it.
sorry. I got excited.
Kevin Page.
Come on down, right, man? Come on
We're
down.
so sorry for your ears.
If you have headphones on, I apologize.
One sip of bourbon.
What?
Well, my wife gets a little excited sometimes. She's
Well,
like,
she had one sip of whiskey.
that's it.
Kevin, if you're still here, bud, if you could just tell us if you want the Nulu or the secret pick, and we will get that to you as soon as we get either of them, whichever one you choose.
All right, Trenton, the next tasting that I have out here, right?
Uh-huh.
You remember this bottle?
Yes, we almost didn't buy it.
Yeah, we almost didn't buy it. I waffled a little bit. A gentleman named Jeff, and it's a long last name that I could never pronounce if I wanted to, so I didn't even try to remember it. He had instant messaged me several weeks ago and said, if you ever find this stuff, it's terrific. So when Trent and I were down in Kentucky last week, it was on the shelf. Now, I will tell you, it's $200.
Okay.
I looked it up
So,
just to be sure.
Hence the hesitation.
I looked it up to be sure, and that $1.99 is the MSRP.
Okay.
So the liquor store that carried this was not trying to gouge. That is what the price point is.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I apologize. I don't have a whole lot of information about this bottle yet, but I wanted to taste it a little bit here tonight. It's Buckner's.
13 year.
I think it is sourced, but please don't take me as gospel truth here because I've got to look into this more. This is Augusta Distillery in Kentucky. Buckner single barrel. This is a 13 year. It is unchill filtered and yet at cask strength, coming in at 121.9 proof. So this has won awards, I guess, and
The
some
color
things
looks
like
great.
that. The color looks great.
Color looks like it should be great.
Yeah, it does look really good.
So that's the next thing we're tasting. Go ahead, buddy.
All right, Kevin chose the secret pick.
Solid
Of
choice.
Solid
course,
choice.
yeah, of course he would. Sure
So-
he would.
Thanks for having faith in us.
Eltro.
Yeah.
Secret pick is Jim Beam White. It might be. It's actually Malort.
It'll be shipped out tomorrow. Thank you, Kevin.
It's him.
The last
barrel strength.
the last one is the Nulu Double Oak, and what is that? 6 year, 8 month.
It's so good.
Oh, it's incredible.
It's
Really, really good,
So
guys.
good.
Honestly.
So the next person's, I'll let you call out the name. I'm sorry. We will just have you confirm that you're here, and we'll get that to you.
I don't know about you, Kent, but on the nose, and the
Chris
aromas.
Peters.
Good job,
What?
honey. Wow,
job.
I'm impressed.
You should be like
Yeah.
the lottery ball number person.
actually that's solid.
72.
She's always wanted to be the person on the intercom, so
I have, yeah,
I know.
you're right.
do that for everybody.
Call out the bingo
what?
numbers.
Well, like
Oh, Vanna White.
I
Now
used
that you're 50, you'll fit right in.
well, I used to when I was, you know what? I was smack him.
You should.
That'll be why she gets on camera.
Great face for radio.
Hold on. So, Chris, if you're in the chat, please just type in the chat so that I know you're here. You get the Nulu Double Oaked, and Chris Peters is here. Okay, cool. Everybody that won something, if you could email slbdrinks@gmail.com.
Chris
with
Peters,
your,
really? I've talked to him on instant messaging.
Have you? Send an email to slbdrinks@gmail.com with your driver's license and your shipping address. For any of the picks that we just gave out tonight, there will be a little bit of a wait until they arrive. But as soon as they do, we will make sure that you get your bottle. Congrats. Somebody said they have the Buckner's 15 as well.
I thought it was a 16, but it could be a 15. I'm not that knowledgeable on it. This gentleman, Jeff.
Oh,
sent me a
Pilot Knob knows
picture
what
of
he's
it.
talking about.
Pardon me?
Pilot Knob knows what he's talking about.
I'm sure he does. I'm not going to doubt that because I do not. So we were lucky to find this one. But on the nose, I get brownie all day long, like chocolate brownie.
That sounds
Okay.
amazing.
Walnut.
Walnut. Chocolate
Chocolate
brownie,
brownie.
with walnuts, sure. Yeah, I'm on that.
There's a
For sure.
I don't want to say bitter because it's not bitter, but there's that kind of like the walnut offsets the sweet.
Yeah, because
It's
it's
probably
13.
probably an oak,
It's 13 years old, so it's probably a
presence,
little bit of a
little
nice
oak in
walnut
there,
oak
but
note.
but it's a good one.
Love it.
That's what caught my attention more
Right.
than the sweetness.
Did it?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not going to say what the secret bottle is. It will be available on Patreon probably in October. If you want to check that out around then or now. It's a pick that I've been working on trying to get for a year plus.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, so I'm excited to actually have the opportunity to do this. And it
Hopefully
was
they picked a
fantastic.
good one without me. I don't know, but
We chose the worst one.
Just 'cause you were.
no, I'm sure you guys did great.
And put your name
I'm
on it.
really looking forward to tasting it. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts?
Really darn good, first of all. But that it's a darker sweet,
Yeah,
and I don't even know that the brownie on the nose. I think it's a little different on the palate.
it is. It's darker. Than that.
It's a darker
It's blackstrap molasses.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's deep. It's dark.
But that
It's rich.
bite of a walnut is still in there, and I
Yeah.
really, really like that. To me, it tastes like
Yeah,
walnut.
it's pretty stunning.
Like the little jar of candied walnuts.
Yeah.
With the
Yep.
yeah, that's kind of what it's like.
Where's your glass, Trent?
That's pretty good.
Michelle has a couple more donations to read.
Where's your glass?
I'm just
I have
reading.
no idea.
I'm reading
I
all
ran
of
out.
these comments as they're coming in. This just popped through in pages and pours. They're always on here.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that's
Barter.
Yep.
that's barter.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
I'm not used to seeing barter
Yeah,
artists.
yeah.
It says, thanks, SLB family. I needed this chill out time tonight. Sometimes y'all can't know how much you help us in rough times.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Bart.
I hope
Thank
you're
you.
doing all right, Barter.
Yeah, me too. He's a really, really good man.
Let's see.
Here,
We
honey,
have $25
Give
from
it-
Soul's Bourbon family.
please.
Happy Friday. Glad to see you all. Thanks for doing a Booker's tasting.
you.
Been looking for feedback on the different bottles.
Thank you very much. I love seeing that name come through.
Yeah.
I don't think they've missed a live show either.
No, I feel like they're always on.
Have
And
they
there's
said
several.
Have they said like the family is?
No, I wanna
I'd
know.
like to know the
Because
backstory.
when we did the blind, we sent out a bunch to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there were like they got 5, I think.
Yeah,
4
I
or
think
5.
it was 5.
Wow.
Tuxedo Toolbox was on here too earlier. I saw.
Yeah, hey Tuxedo Toolbox.
If you're still on here.
Matthew White, $10. Sipping Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond, sitting in Canada for a fly-in fishing trip tomorrow.
Oh,
Happy
awesome.
50th, Rebecca.
jelly for
Right?
sure.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that's
thank
awesome.
you.
That's
Jealous for sure. Yeah.
Someone
Although-
called. What? Oh, go ahead.
Get out.
I was gonna say last time we fly fished was with my nephew Jonathan in Alaska,
Yeah.
and he was way smoother than we
Yeah.
were.
We were just learning, but it was still so much fun. Caught some grayling and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it was awesome.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Someone by the name
Very
of
jealous.
Here to Learn, $10. Baker 7 is best beam value, folks.
I honestly don't. I don't think that's a false statement. I think
Okay.
Baker 7 is an incredible value for.
Oh, I do too. Absolutely. I didn't catch what she said, but
Yeah.
absolutely, I agree.
That. Yeah, I think that's spot on.
And you know, there's a restaurant in town that has quite a few decent pours, typically upstairs.
Oh.
I typically get the Baker 7 because they don't. It's price cheap, and I like
Is
it.
that the one with the books?
Yeah,
Why are we not saying the name?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's Stacks.
Stacks, yeah. I typically get the Baker 7 because it's reasonably priced and I like it. And,
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be there. Like Monday, right?
Yeah. It's
When do you go on Monday?
it's tough now because we have so much down here. Like I don't really ever want to get pours out because it's like, oh, I could just get it at home if I have it.
Well, I agree,
That's true.
but you're a little different than most of us, Trenton.
I'm an odd fella.
Snowflake.
You seem to be able to
All right.
track down.
All right, odd fella. Are you done with the giveaways?
Yes.
All right, to
Well,
end
she's
the-
reading some
I'm
donations.
I'm
Okay.
taking my time. I'm
To
sorry.
get close to end the show here, what's your thoughts on the Buckner 13 year?
I think it's 13-year-old cast strength Jim Beam, but I don't think it's very good.
I thought so. I saw his face.
Huh.
I thought
It's kind of astringent. It has like a very woody, leathery finish. I get the brownie. I can see it's
Okay,
rich,
It's the walnut.
but the finish I'm not a huge fan of.
But here's the thing. It's got the molasses in there. There's no question about that. There is some oak in there, and Kent's right with the walnut thing, but it's loaded in baking spices too. So it's not super sweet with caramel, brown sugar, and things like that. But there are some darker baking spices in there, and well, this is why I can see your point, kind of, but I like it.
And I like it a lot too. But how much, out of curiosity, was the bottle you brought us, Cedar Ridge?
I don't remember.
Don't remember.
I think
That's really good too.
I was thinking you can buy it for $60.
Get out of here.
Okay.
60 bucks.
No way.
So
I think
I
so.
can get more of them. It's a store.
so what I will say is that bottle
Yeah,
I would take over this one, and this was $200.
yeah, it's 60.
But I do
bucks, yeah.
like this bottle.
How much was the 25-year Booker's? That one's better. That one's better. Than
Better
this
left
one.
unsaid, probably.
That one's better than this one.
MSRP was $99
Okay.
Wow.
in 2014, I believe. No, my thing is,
You don't
it's
have to
like
say that, I'm just kidding,
it's
but
almost too much. Like it's almost like I'm getting.
it is. It's overload.
I don't even know.
It's very
I like it.
rich, very in your face. It doesn't play games. When you sip it, it tells you what it is. This is what I'm all about. I dig it.
There's
Yes, honey?
definitely, I dig it too.
Yeah, I like it.
People are wanting to see the guests, so anybody that wants to show your face.
Well,
Go on. Oh,
Kevin's been up here for her. He don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
It don't matter.
Sweet.
Oh, hi.
All right, this
Jay,
is
you're not
Kevin. He's been up here for
you've
her.
seen him up here.
He's
Walker,
Walker, go.
Hey, Walker,
Barber.
you gotta go.
Kevin.
This is the golden ticket winner
Just-
right here.
Just
Yeah.
pick them up and bring them over.
Kevin's the one that shaved Trenton's head, so remember
Not
that.
even in it.
Partly. Yeah.
Our buddy
Walker.
Matt and his lovely wife
Good
are
old
here as
Walker.
the golden ticket winners.
I've been on here before.
This is Walker. He's the young fella that I pick on all
Jay,
the
you're
time.
like
He knows I love
your
him
nipples in the
anyways.
shot.
Is he still lactating? From,
I'm still lactating.
Yeah, all right.
This is Jay. Jay
Yeah,
lives
I've
close
been
to
on
us
here.
in the Chicago area. He's been down here several times. He has no problem getting himself out there. So
It's fun.
these are some of the folks. Of course, the ladies aren't up here with us right now, and that's all right. That's okay. But
Trenton, you should get up there and show off your dirty shirt that Katie says that you rolled around in the dirt.
Everybody knows what I look
I
like.
made sure he wore it tonight for you.
thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
We're gonna try this.
Have some.
Are there any
Be the
last
deciding
donations
factor.
Yeah,
or
there
anything
are.
to read?
There
All right,
are.
let's
I'm
wrap
sorry.
that.
Brian V,
let's do that.
$2 wants to know if you've had the 2020 pigskin batch.
I'm sorry.
Brian V, $2 wants to know
Yeah.
have you had the 2020 pigskin batch?
I have,
I have
and
not.
You have.
a big
Okay.
fan.
Do you have it?
I personally have not known.
Okay.
I do not.
I don't
have
remember
not
if
had
I have any left or not, but I had the bottle.
it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know the name of that one. To be honest with you.
This
I
one
didn't know.
is a comment from a while back, and now I feel bad because I can't remember what it was in reference to, but it's from Timothy Donnell, $5, and it's a quote from you, Kurt. I didn't think it was as bad as I thought it was. and then he says, please get Kurt some water. Aw,
Right?
yeah.
Sure.
Colonel Rutgers, $5, love the videos, first live stream. Happy birthday, Rebecca.
Thank you, Colonel.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. And Scott, with no last name, $5, long time, first time. Sipping OCD number 5 on your recommendation tonight. Really enjoying the live
Yeah.
stream. And add another happy birthday for Rebecca.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scott.
That
Thanks,
OCD,
Scott.
OCD 5.
I
Yeah.
like
Good
that bottle a
stuff.
lot.
For $60. It's
Yeah,
really, it's
that's a
pretty
good
nice
bottle.
stuff. For sure. All right, we good?
Yep.
Babe, last chance. You getting up here?
We have to sing to her.
Shame.
Don Morton
Shame,
paid $5 for us all to sing to her.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rebecca.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
We apologize.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Souls Bourbon family, for another
Yeah.
$25.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks for joining us. It was a good time. I made it through without having to have a piece of pizza, so
Yeah,
that's a
that's
plus
good.
for me. So we appreciate your time. As always, time is the most precious thing we have. So thank you so much for sharing some of that with us. So we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll see you next time right down here in the basement bourbon bar with at least Trent and I, and sometimes who knows who might show up here. Have a good weekend, everybody. See you later.